How is streaming on YouTube compared to Twitch?
Depending on the situation, it's a lot more active.
When's the last time you streamed on Twitch?
I stream like bi-weekly. Although I do need to do 2 streams this week. I got another stream tomorrow.
Wait, you're streaming
All right.
tomorrow?
On Wednesday, yes, I got a collab.
Cool.
I just need to make sure I'm awake for it.
Yeah. What's the collab?
With me and a friend are playing Lethal Company. I'm not sure
Alright.
if you... I don't think you know them, but they were in my chat last Paper Mario 1000 Year Door stream.
I wasn't really there for that because... I don't think I was there for that for long.
Yeah, that's probably why I didn't expect you to know them. Oh, I need to go my fucking offense app shit.
Alright.
I'm on the offense app.
We ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm making the pin comment real quick on my line.
Alright, but yes, hello, Evan's audience.
Hello. Hope
Yeah, these are my
everybody's
friends.
doing well.
I really need them. Yeah, they are friends. But I need to make it clear our friends. What the fuck did I just say? Oh my god, I'm
Lucky I put the featured thing in the thumbnail.
That too, yeah. It might be just because I woke up like an hour ago, but I didn't remember to put that in. I've been awake for an hour and I'm already tired. I'm always tired. And there's the pin comment. That's the palm I'm gonna pin. Pin message. Perfect. That was top of the annual 5-minute waiting. How long have I been waiting? I don't know.
An eternity.
Now or...
Ah, I like this song. I hope you guys can hear it. This ought to be good. Hey, BG.
Oh, hi, Bonnie.
VG, what's up?
Hopefully the music's also going through just fine.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Heyo. If you can't hear the music, just let me know in the chat. I'll sort something out.
Alright, in the meantime, you gonna pull up the thing?
The thing's already here.
Oh,
At least it should
no,
be.
like you're gonna let us see it.
Oh, wait, did I not put the stream back on Discord?
No, you
Nope.
didn't.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I mean, at this time, Resto Ruby, welcome to the chat. Let me go get my stream back up. I'm sorry.
Hello.
The music can be heard. It's fine.
Hey,
Okay,
Resto.
good. Okay, stream should be back. Well, on Discord. Should also be working on Twitch. Not Twitch. YouTube.
Yep, there it is.
Sweet!
Surprised Pikachu face,
Surprise Pikachu.
profile picture.
Where do you see that?
Top right corner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Because okay, so it's Ipachuba lore basically, but the surprise Pikachu back when I went by Ipachu 06, that used to be my first profile picture
Oh my god.
on
I'm
YouTube.
I just totally doxed you. I'm sorry.
Oh wow, okay.
Alright, we ready?
I mean, to be
do
fair,
this?
my first name is. I mean, there's a lot of things known about me already. I don't, unless you reveal like really private stuff. I don't think you can do that to me.
Alright, should we get started?
Let me check. How long's it been since we started? 4 minutes. We have another minute to wait. God damn, why do I do this to myself? This is the worst part of the stream. Whatever. I got some. We got like nothing to talk about, so we'll just.
I was gonna say, what are we waiting 4 minutes for?
I just take 5 minutes to start like every stream to what is it? Wait for people to come in.
And Lose vs. Akko is officially live.
Sweet.
Oops. We're conflicting with Death Battle itself.
And I just brought it up since, well, we're streaming at the exact same time.
Being completely honest, I didn't realize we were streaming on that day until I realized, oh wait, shit, it's a Tuesday.
Funniest coincidence.
True. So how are we gonna do this? Alright. It's been basically 5 minutes by this point, so I'll explain the logic of this thing. Okay. So, in the pinned comment of this stream, you'll see that we're ranking these pitches as matchups. Not as the pitches themselves, because, admittedly, 2 out of the 3 of us here don't watch the pitches. We're ranking them based on matchup quality, rather than pitch quality.
We're also gonna have to come to a lot of compromises.
Oh yeah, true.
For example, Homura versus Karumi has a very infamous pitch, but I really like the matchups. I really like the matchup on its own merits.
Yeah, if there's a time where a bad matchup has a good pitch, that won't be affecting it. Same if a good matchup has a bad pitch, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so next up is the tiers. There's top 1, who is Mark, and why do people want to award them?
This is just our watermark.
Yeah, tier maker has a watermark on it when you save it, so we have that there. Also, it's put this here. Primal Chaos, no one mentioned the debate, please, I will end your life.
Right. Let's go to from bottom to top.
Alright, so I don't know this shit, homie. This is matchups that none of us know. Basically, we all stupid, and we don't know the matchup.
Yeah, it has to be something all of us don't know.
Yeah. So, like, let me just scroll down and go to a random matchup. Say we don't know, fucking Postal Guy versus Deadpool. None of us know it, it goes there, but if one of us know it, it goes, like, one of these 2 tiers. Then it's Peak, which is... Yeah. Then it's Peak, which is basically
Alright, hold on. We're going from other bottom.
Oh, bomb.
My name is Mud. This is for special matchups we hate.
There's gonna be, like, 2 matchups here, max. Dies of Cringe, these are matchups that are kind of smelly.
They don't do anything right. They bad.
Yeah, just think of it as the F tier. What the fuck no is E. So bad it makes me
It has
Towers
some
D.
things good about it, but most of it is just bad.
Well, that's gonna be because
We have matches that are just bad, but not aggressively bad. Mid is just mid. Base, they're not fantastic or anything, but they're good for what they do. They're pretty cool, but have just enough holding them back from being amazing. And then Peak Fiction is Peak Fiction.
Yeah. Well,
best of the best.
Hey, I heard they just announced Lutz versus Anne as one of the pitch matchups. What do you think of that?
What?
Wait,
I really like Luz versus Dan as a matchup.
Shit! I'm actually hyped now. Wait a minute.
If that's one of the pitch matchups,
Yeah.
it's good for Luz.
Good to know. They announced, I don't know, my 10th most wanted right when we're streaming this.
I have I'm not gonna lie to you gamers. I have massive The Owl House PTSD, like, unironically traumatizing. Like.
Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh yeah, we can start now. That everyone knows the tiers. I know Sir Matthew's gonna go to the bomb. Just you wait. Okay,
right.
So first up is
Adam Smasher versus Frank Horgan.
Yeah, Cyberpunk versus Fallout. I know this one.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I like it too. I think I prefer Sundowner for Adam, but I still like this matchup.
I think Sundowner's funny, but I wouldn't mind this. I'd say maybe either B or A.
Yeah, I
Storms,
agree.
what's your take?
I'd put it B.
I do not know the characters enough to tell you.
With the
I
Owl
feel
House
like it's gonna be
PTSD
most of
kicks in.
these.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be here a while. But yeah, I think B
Alright.
tier's a good shout for this matchup.
Yeah.
Alright. Ainz versus Sid, I was actually told about this one.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool for what it does. I think it's neat.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, I was like one of the few people who saw the pitch for this before it got privated, from what I hear.
It got private?
Yeah, from what I know, it got privated. I can't find it anymore, but the animation, I recognize that, oh shit, this is the same animator for Debate Club, what?
Oh, sad.
Yeah, there was a full-on animation made by, my pal at Debate Club.
That gets B for...
Huge shout-out, but yeah, cool idea.
Yeah, that gets B by default.
I do not know who Aki's fighting.
I don't either.
Brooke from I'm the Grim Reaper,
Yeah,
according
don't
to
know
the
who that
Google
is.
Doc.
Okay, this is one I don't know.
I don't think any of us know I'm the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Well,
Yeah. I still have yet to watch Chainsaw Man, so yeah. Also, real quick, I don't know if Luz vs. Anne is on this page right now, but real quick, I'd say if it was on here, I'd probably put it in like
I'm putting it in an S.
I'd probably put it in A personally. It's not one of my most wanted matchups personally, but I like it a lot.
I feel like by that point it will go to B just because of me. I'm not gonna lie.
I say A tier would just be a compromise.
It would even be a...
Alright,
Yeah, it would be...
really
so
cool. Love this.
Oh yeah, Akimabula. I think I just saw it. Ah. That's...
Storms, what do you think?
It's not, because they
don't-
just announced it on the new cast. Yeah, they just announced it.
I feel like if you're gonna keep asking me, I'll chime in if I actually know the matchup. This is like I said, I'm not gonna know most of these, so and that's
well,
one of them.
This
I
is...
do think I know. I do know the next one though.
Okay, well, you know... Okay, let me put this in... What did you say this
I'm
was?
gonna put this in A tier.
Yeah, same with me. Alright, so...
I don't really get this.
Honestly, yeah, same.
I mean, it's bait.
Like, I get it. I see the vision. Boy with wish granting deities, but like...
I get it on a fundamental level, but that's it.
I take D tier, personally.
I mean, it's fine. Me personally.
I'm going to wager D tier as
But-
well.
I do not know
Oh.
this.
I think one of the characters from Fear.
Alma from Fear
Yeah.
versus Alessa from Silent Hill.
Unless...
Yeah, I don't know this shit.
I don't know the matchup, but I think I know the characters. I just need to remember what Alessa was from in Silent Hill. I think she was in the first one. I just remember it being like a massive thing for her in Silent Hill lore. But I'm not fully certain because it's kind of silly. Alright, let me go put that in. I don't know then. Angry Video Game Nerd versus Nostalgia
Fuji
Critic.
versus Nostalgia Critic, this is really fun.
Admittedly, I'm feeling a little iffy on it just because it is, although they are fictional personas of real people, it is still real people at the end of the day, so... I mean, I could imagine you could do something fun with it, but I feel like people are just gonna vilify...
I think Shock vs. Vegas has a good basis to go off of for matchups like these.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're gonna kill off one of them, just have some tact, like, I think... I mean, they did revive Macho Man at the end of... after that fight, so they could
Yeah.
probably do something similar here.
Yeah, I might put it in B tier because as I didn't really watch Angry Video Game Nerd or Nostalgia Critic, I don't really care for the matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm
I'd
walking
say
on
A tier, but I
eggshells
think B
talking
tier's
about
fine.
that matchup.
Alright, another Ainz matchup, but I don't know who he's fighting.
Yeah, I don't know he's mine.
Ark from Skeleton Knight in Another World.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Ash vs.
Yeah.
Frank, I think this is A tier. This is fun, like dumb fun, and that's what I love about it.
I assume... Okay, I know Ash Williams because I am a Dead by Daylight player. Is he...
Wrong jokes in chat. What the hell?
Oh, hi,
You didn't-
Joke.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, hey, wrong joke.
I don't really know much about his character, but I assume he's similar to Frank.
Oh yeah, he
character-wise, and-
really is.
Yeah, he's creative and uses a lot of jokes in battle.
And I assume he also fights zombies.
Zombies, yup.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's version of
You know what?
zombies.
Yeah. If Frank ever comes back, then yeah,
this is the
I-
matchup I'd want to see.
Yeah.
I imagine it would be a fun time and would probably be
Felt-
totally different from versus Leon as well.
I'm gonna put it in B tier. I'm not really the biggest fan of this.
I'd say
matchup,
A tier.
honestly. It'd be so
It'd
funny
be
if
so
Frank
funny if
got
Frank
run
got a
back
run
before Leon.
Azrael versus Orsteed.
Don't like this one. Don't like this one.
I can't really comment too much.
As someone who knows both Undertale and Live Alive, this matchup's not good.
I've played Live Alive. I don't really know about Azrael though. What are the connections?
Honestly, even as someone who knows both of them, I could not tell you. Like, I know, like, some basic things, like, oh, they become magical evil deity at the end. I spoiled Live Alive, but, you should play it, so I don't care. So, what was I gonna... Well, like, they become said entity for, like, 2 different reasons. And the only other, like, connection I could see them having is that Undertale was partly inspired by Live Alive. So in the end, I'm gonna put this in Dies with Cringe.
All right. I think this is the Gundam. I don't know who they're fighting.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
ASWG08 Gundam Barbados Lupus Rex from Mobile Suit Gundam. That's a name. Versus C4621 from Armored Core.
I've heard of Armored Core. I just don't know it.
Yeah, I don't know it.
And I think we found our first peak.
The moon haunts you.
Fucking love this so
Yeah.
much.
This is like narrowly in my top 20 most wanted.
This is the
Honestly,
Moon Knight
one
matchup. This is so close to being in my top 50. I am watching that Moon Knight series. I finished episode 1 a few days ago.
It's honestly one of very few Marvel versus DC matchups.
For
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Moon!
one of the few left I want to see.
The moon.
The moon
Joke,
milks you.
Yes, the moon haunts us indeed.
The moon milks you. Don't take that out of context.
Please do not say
Also,
that
I
out of
say this as a
context.
certified
request.
geek name.
Don't clip it.
Don't clip that. No. Don't you get how the internet works? You tell them to not do something. They do.
Moving on.
Hello, David, the Goliath, and I'm gonna make an announcement. We're doing. Oh yeah, this is the moon. Oh, blah, 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 blah,
Alright.
Who's this?
Who is Azula fighting?
Oh, dear God, don't clip that.
Azula. I'm probably gonna butcher this name. Cyclonus from Stormhawks.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of Stormhawks. I don't know the character, just the show itself.
The art style looks familiar.
I want to watch Stormhawks someday, but I just haven't found the motivation.
Honestly, I think the art style looks familiar just because it looks a little bit like Miraculous.
And that's
Yeah.
something I don't want to.
I think I think this is a comp matchup.
It's a Bad Batch from Star Wars versus the Noble Team from Halo.
Yeah, I was wrong.
I kind of get it.
It's an army fight.
I kind of get it. I'll put it in like B tier.
Yeah,
I'd be down.
Yeah, I'd be down. It sounds cool. I know Kaiji, but I don't know who he's fighting.
Yeah, who's Kaiji fighting?
Baku Madarame from
Thought that was.
Usogui.
I
Thought that
don't
was
know
how
what that
that
is.
was.
Never heard of that series.
I haven't either, but even if I did, I'd probably prefer Kaiji versus Jihan.
I was going to say, that one's way more thematic, and that is hilarious.
I mean, even if it wasn't, I mean, you can already get it from the basic core theme by people who want money go in a death game to do it.
And here's an idea that's lapsed.
I mean,
Bakugo Raphael, probably A tier in my opinion.
if I'm being completely honest, it sounds better than either of them versus Inosuke from Demon Slayer.
Wait, that's a
yeah.
matchup? Bakugo versus Inosuke?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a thing. If Freshie Kaname made a rap battle on it.
Inosuke swept
Huh.
that rap battle like by a landslide.
But yeah,
I
I
feel
the
like-
best Bakugo idea by a mile. I don't want Yang to happen.
Yeah, Yang
don't
does
think-
not have good matchups.
I
Besides,
think
like-
Yang versus Bakugo has fallen out of popularity, so I think we're good.
And
Rest of
considering
Ruby
Ben's
said it's better than
actually
Bakugo
expressed
versus Yang.
interest in Bakugo versus
Yeah.
Raphael and Rexplode, yeah, I'm happy to
Yeah.
say that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, Yang.
Yeah, really fun idea. Love this. Love both characters. A tier.
Yeah. Alright, Banjo Kazooie versus Yuka and Laylee.
Oh,
I
that's
kind of get
another
it. I'd
idea.
say B tier in my opinion.
Yeah, that's another idea I think would be really fun.
Yeah, I think it's good, but it's pretty. I think it falls into the Bendy versus Cuphead category of it's outdated by this point, so it's not likely it'll happen if you ask me.
mean, to be
Bayonetta
fair, I
versus
think-
who?
Bishamon from Noragami. I
Don't
have
know what that
actually-
is.
I watched Noragami,
ones.
and
Banjo Yuka
I
is pretty
mean, I can-
interesting, says Joke.
I mean, I can.
You're good.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of connections.
Wait,
It
you
has
know
been
that-
a
you
while
know-
since I've done anything Bayonetta or Noragami, so I can't really say. But
Should we put it in mid then, since you know the characters?
yeah, yeah, for now, yeah,
Yeah, for now. That makes sense.
yeah.
but-
Hopefully, someone. I mean, I guess they do have similarly voluptuous designs, but that's really all that's coming to mind.
Note to self: put Noragami on your watch list. Okay,
B
carrying
versus Red.
Okay,
B
maybe
tier.
they. Okay, maybe they
Love
both.
this video so much.
on. Oh, wait.
Okay, maybe they both fight godly deities as well. That's another thing, but
Fair.
I don't think that's enough.
Yeah.
Besides, I don't really care for Bayonetta coming back.
Banjo Yuka is a good matchup, but it's always being an aged matchup. So it's basically the opposite of Bendy versus Cuphead. It's actually I'm saying that because Bendy Cuphead is a fucking. I don't like that matchup at all. But Frost, you know this one, right? Beat versus whoever this
I
is.
said this is going in A tier. I fucking love this idea so much.
Yeah, I don't really have an argument there.
I plan on playing Jet Rush Cyberpunk really soon.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, there's Emmy's Pikachu. Are we talking about Beat versus Red or Yuka versus
Beat versus Red.
But how am I the one person who doesn't know this matchup? Wait, was this the matchup that
this?
I think I should remember. This is the matchup that I should know who pitched this. Give me a sec. Let me remember. I think I know who pitched
Matchup
this.
pitched by Shobai Hashimoto.
Yeah, this was the one that Project Alpha pitched, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one where I told you that Project Alpha was a fan.
You know that I got on call with these two losers named Ben Singer and Chad James and pitched them a matchup.
Yeah, I remember that. Alright, so the Bride versus the Blue-Eyed Samurai. I recognize the character from design, but I don't know them. Apparently it's the kind of
I've seen this. I think it's really cool. I say B tier.
Yeah, I put it B tier, but I don't really like Beatrix's matchup pool. I don't care for John Wick, and I
This
outright
is way
dislike
fucking better
Yor.
than your.
Yeah,
Also,
Yor sucks for a matchup.
Real quick, can we go back to Bayonetta Bishamon real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Thinking about it now, I'm pretty sure Bayonetta fucking stomps, especially now that Bayonetta 3 exists. So I don't know. Is it possible we could like bump it down a tier?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if I don't.
Blaze versus Revit, one of my favorite Sonic ideas.
Yeah.
I'd say 8.
Yeah, I think it goes A tier as well. It's one of the better ults for Blaze, if you ask me.
Yeah. Personally, I do.
Triple F already cooked with Starfire Blaze, so.
Yeah, Josh already
Okay,
cooked
yeah,
that one.
that's fair. Besides, I think Ratchet and Clank is in more of a need to come back than DC.
I mean, to be fair.
I mean, Blaze stomps like no tomorrow, from what I'm aware.
Blaze versus Rivet
Alright,
Fox, not gonna lie,
Boa
was...
versus state character. I think this is Medusa.
Yeah, that's Medusa. That's like the big matchup.
Yeah,
for-
no opinion on this.
I'm putting it in good because it has cute women in it. Simple as. I don't need anything.
It has a DBX episode.
I do know
It's
that.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Medusa won that one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think Medusa won.
Ah, okay. So the cute woman won. Let's go, gamers.
I recognize one of these two.
I recognize the
from,
one on the
Control,
right, but I
like,
don't know their names.
Borky from the Unexpectables versus Gorg Strongjaw from Critical Role.
Critical Role, that
No
makes
opinion.
sense. But yeah, no opinion.
Critical Role has a matchup.
Critical Role has that personal character, don't they?
Yeah, Critical Role has a few ideas.
Yeah, male effects are personal.
Really? And you know, this whole time I thought it was just, well... this whole time I thought it was just a Dungeons and Dragons thing.
It kind of is.
It's... I mean, yeah.
Alright, Bowser vs. Chrysalis, this fucking sucks.
You are going in what the fuck no tier already. I don't even need any convincing. I don't get it.
Honestly,
I see the
Also,
appeal
I
to
don't-
Changeling army battle, but
Hello.
Bowser
Sap's in the
just didn't
chat.
Run back either.
Hello,
Oh, hi,
Sap.
Sap.
Saf, hello.
Rap battle
But,
time. Oh yeah,
Bowser literally just got one of the best episodes ever.
Fight like a devil's on.
No, the best episode. What am I saying?
For DB fandom, one of the most creative people out there. Can create matchups featuring series no one's ever heard of. I mean, how do you think I exist? I made stuff in the end matchups.
Yeah. Honestly,
I mean,
the
I,
DB...
I mean, I made a Radiant Black matchup, so maybe.
Hey!
Honestly, the Death Battle fandom is why I even know so many of these series to begin with.
Yeah.
True.
It's one of the reasons why I love the show so much,
Buffy
because I get to
versus
learn about
Fucker
new
from
things.
Supernatural.
Yeah, I recognize this one. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer versus Dean Winchester. At least I think it's
Nah, I
Dean.
don't get it.
I think I get it on like a conceptual level, but I think both are better.
Plus,
Male-
when we were to get Supernatural and DB, I'd rather just do Sam versus Huey.
And for Huey versus Jesse.
Okay, Huey versus Jesse's funny.
Huey versus Jesse's like unironically pretty bowler, and from what I know, temp fee isn't something that Huey likes taking. What I create is Musashi Miyamoto versus Indominus Rex, Baki versus Jurassic Park. To be fair, I'm not really surprised.
Buggy versus character from Zelda.
Hold on.
Is Lee Sans in the tier list? No, we don't. I didn't pitch Lee Sans. Thankfully.
Frost, the name you're looking for is Master Koga.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
Yeah, Master Koga. I know he's a matchup with Kuzma.
Never knew this even existed.
Yeah.
I didn't either. So, does that go in?
For what I'm aware, Bucky.
I don't know where this goes. It's either mid or don't know. I see a show.
Don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna go and don't know. We don't know the matchup. We know the Karen is just not the matchup. Who the hell are these?
This is Irma. I don't get it.
Don't know them. If you're the pitch
I
matchup. Oh wait, guys, let's have a quick intermission. Storms, you don't get to answer this because I know you pitched a matchup. Frost, if you had to pitch a matchup, what do you want to pitch? Someone else.
There were like 3 ideas I have.
I see.
I'd say either Rex versus Max, Luna versus Macaque, or V1 Neon White.
Very good choices.
One of those 3.
For me, I think I'm pitching. I'm not going to reveal what I'm going to pitch it for, but I am going to pitch Lucas versus Oliver, which is the Mother series versus Nino Kuni. Damn, no Forever Friend. Yeah, I'm not pitching Forever Friend. Sorry, wrong joke. And if I had the chance to pitch it to Death Battle, Shinoa versus Gordo. Wrong joke would.
I mean, of course.
Oh, wrong joke's pitching base. If he had the chance, he would pitch the Rookie versus Agent Free. That's a good choice. I'm sure the matchups are in the matchups here.
Who's the Rookie again?
The Rookie from Sonic Forces.
Oh, yeah, I kind of get it.
Yeah, that matchup's actually kind of baller.
Yeah. I did record my pitch. It's not public because I prefer to just keep it between my friends.
Yeah.
But yeah. But if anyone's curious about the matchup I pitched, Illidan from Warcraft versus Zhao from Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
Don't get flashbacks, Evan. Don't get flashbacks.
Oh, I'm already getting the flashbacks.
Boris, what have you done?
It comes with the contract.
Alright, but yeah, Bunicular Irma, I'm sorry, this is mid as hell.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Cadence versus Shovel Knight.
I just want to know my full take. Just do Bunicular instead
False
of
on V1 versus Hank J. Wimbledon. Ultra Kill versus Amanda's Combat. Honestly, best all for both. Well, not best all for both, but best all for...
I just prefer White or Whirl from Transformer.
Yeah, when it comes to V1 matchups, I think Hank is the best all for V1, cool. But I prefer I prefer V1 versus Neon White.
Yeah, same here. And even for alts, I think Whirl's probably my preferred alt.
Cadence is easily my preferred for Shovel Knight. So
Shovel Knight, this is really mid, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be the controversial. Honestly, given the fact that we're making a tier list based on matchups, there was bound to be a controversial take. I don't get why this is popular.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The idea I've heard for Shovel Knight mostly was Shantae.
Shantae, that's my
Shantae,
preferred.
yeah, that's how you pronounce her name.
Yeah, even if Shantae has like
just my preferred option.
Yeah, even if Shantae has no connections like whatsoever, I don't really care. Before
Also,
Shovel
what if
Knight
you
versus
get
Shantae.
Shantae and Indie Cross, and then her and Shovel Knight can meet?
I mean, to be fair, why else do you think people want Neon White and Indie Cross with V1 existing?
True. I mean, I'm one of them.
I'm one of them.
Alright, I saw this get pitched. I don't know much about
are these people?
Cobra, I think one of them is.
Yeah,
This Michael.
Captain Harlock from Space Pirate Captain Harlock versus Cobra from Space Adventure Cobra.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's known them.
Yeah,
and we go to matchups next with the same character already.
Captain Marvelous versus Kamen Rider Decade.
Captain Marvelous versus Kamen Rider Decade and Marvelous versus Luffy. These two can both go in A tier.
Yeah, these both can go pretty high up. I like both of these matchups.
I love both of these matchups. I wouldn't mind either happening.
Yeah, same with me.
But given Luffy's probably going to fight Naruto, as much as I don't want it, I'm fine with Decade Marvelous happening.
Yeah, fair enough. I see Shark versus
Another one that can go in A tier.
This one? Captain Quark versus whoever this guy is from Futurama?
Zap Brannigan from Futurama.
Yeah, sure. We'll get to that.
It's funny, and that's it.
I don't know much. I don't really Futurama much at all, but
okay,
I do know Captain Quark's a funny guy, so.
Yeah, this guy's just basically Quark.
Okay.
They have the whole
You know what,
thing, it's
yeah,
just Space
sign me
captains are actually fucking pussies.
It sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, I feel like this would be pretty funny to see.
sign me up.
Cell,
man.
Cell versus Deoboromon. I did not get this at first, and my first reaction was, oh, hell, Mel's not probably gonna get pitch, but hey, maybe it's gonna be Omega Zero. Dear God, what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna put this in B. That way I don't get nightmare
I want to
fuel.
put this in A.
All right,
I
put it
do
in A.
get it now. Also, can I just say,
Oh wait, I
regarding
hit the marker.
Deoboromon, how the fuck do we get to that thing? Like, if you... Also, yeah, that is peak. Maiden, Zook, trying to wait. That the fucking S tier.
I prefer
fucking
Nefarious
love
as the next
this.
match in Clank Regret, though. Oh yeah,
But,
Dr. Nefarious.
You know what fucking Deoboromon starts as?
What?
He starts as a fucking blob.
What
A
in the-
gray
oh,
blob with an
What
eye.
in the
Don't
SCP sounding
all
fuck?
Digimon, don't all Digimon start off as blobs before getting more intricate designs
Yeah,
as
then
they
we-
evolve?
Yeah, but Storms, it's not like its free evolutions make any more sense. Because then it becomes like this doll marionette-looking thing, and then it becomes a spider, and then it looks like this now.
Wow.
How do we
But-
go from blob to doll to spider to this?
Digimon logic.
Okay, to be fair, I'm thinking about how the Digivolutions I know of work. I know one is a dog that becomes a cat, that then becomes an angel, and then I think she becomes a dragon. Like, okay,
Digimon's fucking weird.
Alright, wait, real quick. People are talking about Nefarious versus... What's it called? Nefarious versus Cortex. In chat.
It's cool. Really
I'd be down.
sold on the idea. I still prefer Zombox boss for Cortex, but it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. We just prefer Zone Boss for
Anyway,
Cortex.
but oh, yeah,
Anyways,
forgot
next
to
up
go.
is... Anyways,
I
next
had to-
up is...
so
I
is
can
that?
go here, but hold on, I need to rush for a minute, Evan.
By the way, David, I saw what you said. To put Kara versus EXE into a special tier. My Name is Mud is the special tier.
My name is Mud
already.
is the special tier.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Moving on. I like
Okay,
it.
so
But yeah, hold
Go
on,
on,
I
got it.
didn't get the gush, Evan.
Wait,
Go back
real
up.
quick,
Let me gush
guys.
for a minute.
Can I just say,
Hmm?
before the stream, you guys told me that a certain matchup was going into the My Name is Mud tier, and I said, $10 say it's Kara versus EXE. Do I get
one of
$100
them.
back now?
No, fuck you.
And it's one of them.
What? But I placed my bet correctly. That's how gambling works.
I
Can I
didn't
gush?
even
Can I
bet!
get gush, please? Alright, as I was saying, I played Hi-Fi Rush and No Straight Roads last year. Fucking love both of these games. And then it got me hooked on this matchup, and I was like, my god, this is so much fun.
Also, legal disclaimer: we don't condone gambling here. I was making a joke.
Don't form a gambling addiction. Don't be like me.
No, don't form a gambling
Like, yeah,
addiction. Don't play Genshin
When
Impact.
I found out spitting pitch twice, I fucking lost it.
Yeah, we are so bad.
Love
This is one of the
this.
times where
Literally
I
my
go...
top one.
Oh yeah, also, real quick. This might have a chance to happen now because No Straight Roads 2 is confirmed to happen.
Wait, what?
There was an article, like, about a bit ago. Give me a second, let me look for it. No Straight... Oh yeah, just search.
Oh
search
my
that.
fucking god.
Yeah, it's on Steam right now for wishlisting. And we sent it in,
You're
And,
lying. You're fucking lying. No way.
I'll
No
DM you.
fucking
Frost will
way.
DM you. Give me a sec.
Give me the shit. No fucking way.
Uh,
No fucking way.
check your DMs.
No way. No fucking way.
He's heavy. He's panicking.
Holy fucking shit.
Woo! We have a chance,
Oh my
gamers.
Bro,
I'm sorry,
look at
what's
this.
going on?
Yeah,
No
they
straight.
changed.
I shown Frost No Straight Roads 2 on Steam.
Oh
Okay.
my god, I'm excited now. Holy shit. Anyways, EXE vs. Kara, this is my open letter to you. Go fuck yourself.
Alright, next matchup.
Yeah, next matchup. Just in a nutshell, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Noted.
Dice of Creed.
From what if you said fuck you, that many times, that means you don't like it.
Yeah, I fucking hate. Karius is probably one of my least wanted now.
Oh, you know about Corey? Yes,
I
yeah,
don't really
about
know
this.
much. I don't really know anything about either. So.
Okay, so from what I know is that this is just popular
This is
matchup.
bad.
This is just popular shonen people. The problem is I don't
No
know who the
opinion.
hell. I don't know who this guy is on the right. I know Chihiro, but I don't know the other dude.
Rudo Tsurebrek from Gachia Kuta, a series I have not heard of.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right, now who's this?
Who are these two?
Chosen One from Kung Pao Enter the Fist versus Sing from Kung Fu Hustle. Okay, so I
Okay,
assume
so
these are like Kung
I know
Fu
it's Kung Fu.
flicks.
I do not know these movies.
I don't know the movies, but I can already get the matchup based on it being Kung Fu.
Unless they're like TV shows. I don't know.
I mean, if you want funny Kung Fu parody matchups, or at least a matchup that was one of them, like, I don't know, Kung Fury versus Velocipaster's right there.
Alright.
Someone's asking what our
Wait.
thoughts are on Coyote Cat.
Okay.
We loved it.
Yeah,
Coyote
it
Cat?
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we both have our own reactions on our separate channels.
Go
Well,
watch
me-
our reactions.
Me and
After the
Ethan.
stream.
Me, hi.
Yeah, my reaction is
One
linked
of
in
the
his
characters I don't know.
reaction.
Yeah, it should be.
Also, yeah, I don't really know these two
More of these
characters.
two.
I know one of them's Clive.
Clive from Final which Final Fantasy is he from?
16.
Okay. And I know Alphen is from Tales of Arise. I don't really know much about either, but I will say we do need more JRPG themed death battles
Also, just
yesterday.
Also, just between you and me, this sounds better than Clive versus Velvet.
Just never say Arise ever again, because I'm gonna get flashbacks.
Alright, someone just.
Well, that's the name of Alphen's game, so I'm sorry.
Gamers, someone just asked if they seen Eggman versus Griffith. Unfortunately, I have to confirm you did see that.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get
Okay,
there.
yeah,
I'll explain
also,
it when we get there.
We'll get the garbage when we get the garbage, don't worry.
Also, real quick, Velvet has Ragna.
I mean,
Yeah.
I rest my case.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, Clive Aaron, this sounds mid as hell.
This sounds bad.
Just keep
Aaron
fun.
Aaron also has Kaneki.
Yeah,
Hey, my killer main in DBD.
Also, being for real, Clive versus Dante sounds fucking fire.
I haven't heard of Clive versus Dante.
It's not Dante Devil May Cry, right?
It is Dante Devil May Cry.
It is Dante Devil May Cry.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's just what we call him now.
Condiment Man versus Toilet Nair, is that the name of the characters?
A tier. A tier. This sounds
Yeah,
way too
Condiment
funny.
King versus Toilet Nader.
I know this had a track.
It's Condiment King versus the Toilinator. This sounds so stupid. I love it.
Yeah, I know it had like a commission track that unironically goes kind of hard considering the characters. Whereas have you
Oh,
seen...
wait.
Hub Penguin versus fuck, I forgot this thing's name.
Okay, I think people like Condiment King versus Toilet Nair. It had a vocal
yeah.
track.
So it's I think it's out of order, so I can't really so far these have been the order that the Google Doc has been going through as well, but fuck, I'm gonna need to find Club Penguin on here.
Being for real, I think I might accidentally shifted the tiers list slightly because of Toilet Nair. I accidentally grabbed that, like, I grabbed this one like by accident, and I had to like put it back somewhere random.
I mean, I said A tier for it. It's funny.
What do I put? Okay, so should we put this in? I don't think any of us know the cat. It looks like Garfield. It says Resto.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember watching the pitch for this, and I think this sounds fun.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, I'll put it in B. I'll take your word for it.
I'll say B tier.
Yeah.
I just don't know this dude, but Club Penguin on Death Battle sounds really funny.
Alright. So next up, Crash versus DK.
Crash versus Donkey Kong. I think this is cool.
Yeah,
it could be fun.
I put this in S tier, honestly.
I'd say B or A tier.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are even the connections though?
I mean, animals, video game animals who go into wacky hijinks and Yeah.
We're getting a new DK
I only
game.
see
so
I
this
only
feels
see
more
goofy
fun.
cartoon animals, and I don't really know if that's a. It could be fun though. So
Yeah, it could
Yeah,
be fun
considering
for a
again
run
we're
back.
getting a new Donkey Kong game soon, so this is more reason to be prevalent.
The track will crash with
Frost,
DK would
that
hit
ain't
so
Donkey
hard.
Kong. That's Movie Kong.
Yeah, no, yeah, that is not Donkey Kong. What the hell did they do to my boy?
They did
What did
nothing.
they do?
Oh, they just retired him and replaced him.
They took him out back. He
Damn.
got old yellered.
I mean, at least they
that
could
was
keep
what's
his
next?
name, unlike Cranky Kong.
Oh yeah, true. Anyways, next up is no. Anyways, next up is
No, fuck this.
I have a fucking vendetta against Dobby versus Winter.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna complain too
Listen,
much.
it doesn't matter what
That
anyone
was-
tries to say. You're not gonna convince me. I'm going to throw down against this matchup, and I will win. I will win. I have found the scaling.
Exactly. Winter's arguments. No, Dobby just sweeps.
Also, Winter can't even do anything against him.
Anyways, get ready for the crazy plot twist of the mall. Despite me preferring a different matchup for Luna, this is my favorite Darkrai idea.
God disagree. Don't want this matchup.
I fucking love this matchup.
From
I
what
just
little
think it's really fun.
From what little I know about Luna, I think this could work. I
Also,
mean, they're
Darkrai's my
both
favorite legendary,
aren't-
so him getting on would be amazing.
actually. Is it like Darkrai a nightmare creature and Luna? I don't know if she also does night.
I think it makes a neat contrast.
The Quantum Mass to Wolf.
Also, Darkrai talking like he did in the movie would be awesome. I
Actually,
take Acer personally.
now that I'm
Okay, so-
now that I'm thinking about this more, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really the
I
biggest fan.
just really like the idea.
Me personally, I'd probably say it's like a C for me.
Oh, the
I say we
Quantum
compromise
Mask
B.
from Crash 4. That's what I meant.
But yeah, we can come to a compromise with B tier.
Oh dear, they pieced my music.
Damn,
Shut
how
up.
out of Luna's two ideas, this is the only good one that's getting, or two Prince ideas, this is the only one that's good.
I had to quickly get the music back on. Sorry about that.
Moving on before I tear
Someone
the other
just
one
asked
to
off
shreds.
what's on Junko Trap.
But yeah,
Honestly, I might have the most, like, indifferent opinion on the Junko Trap because you either find people who love it, you find people who hate it. I think it's fucking mid.
Springtrap Goji.
I'm kind of in that same.
No,
camp,
Junko
admittedly.
Trap. Junko Trap.
Oh, Junker Trap. I don't know. It's cool.
I think it's a case where I think both are better, but both definitely have worse.
Yeah. But wrapping this up here, Luna Darkrai. Not my favorite Luna idea, but my favorite Darkrai idea. I think this would be a fun episode.
I have to disagree. I prefer Darkrai versus Phantasma.
I like Tasman too. I just kind of vibe with this if it means we're gonna get Darkrai on TV in general.
Yeah, true.
All right, Makuta, Palpatine. It's cool. I'd rather do Xehanort, but I mean, this is cool for
Yeah.
what it is. I'm interested in seeing Bionicle on the show.
Yeah, Bionicle sounds cool.
I don't really know the connections, but I don't know.
Deadpool Postal Guy, I think this is cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
I'd say maybe
Easy.
B tier.
Wasn't
I
Deadpool
just
versus
don't
Dante
want-
a popular matchup? Yeah, fair.
I don't want Deadpool to come back.
I wouldn't
Of all
mind
the-
one more Deadpool episode.
I don't think I matter how many times someone comes back, as long as it's well spaced out, honestly.
I
Like-
don't know.
I
It
like how
feels
It
like
could be more interesting than
it feels-
Batman Round 5.
yeah. Honestly, Deadpool and Batman are like my two least wanted returners.
Also, I'm gonna be honest, I really want Deadpool to actually have a good idea on the show.
Yeah,
We haven't had one
Deathstroke.
since freaking Deathstroke.
yeah.
Deathstroke.
There are some matchups
Also
I know
Mask.
that. What?
I rest my case.
Yeah, and either way, I do remember like I seen some other matchups with Deadpool, like Deadpool versus Kentucky. Not really the biggest fan of it, but yeah, that's a few matches.
I think Kentucky's cool. I wouldn't mind either. Alright, Gargoyle's chick versus Mystique.
There sure is a sequel to Beast versus Goliath.
Implies we want one.
True.
I think we could have a good episode with this combination.
I think it's cool.
I can't really say much on this because I don't really know the characters myself, but yeah, Gargoyles needs a run back yesterday. Why is Beast versus Goliath its only appearance?
I think it's because it might be an
I say B
obscure
tier.
series. Oh, Mandalorian versus
Mando
Courier.
Courier. I like this.
God damn it, Risto. Okay, yeah, Mando versus Courier. This is kind of cool.
This is going. I think A tier, in my opinion.
It would
Yeah,
only
fair
work
enough.
if we got a. Oh my god, joke.
What did he say?
It would only work if we got a Golden Tree situation again to make it a true sequel.
Oh no.
We're not having that again, bruh.
Golden.
W versus Gold. Okay, real quick, before the next time was revealed for Deku versus Miles, some Mischief, a friend in our friend group, said that this could potentially be the next one. I was like, I am not ready for the discourse. If any Harry Potter matchup happens, I'm avoiding Twitter like the fucking plague.
This is why being a Harry versus Percy fan is hard.
It's hard to be any
Neither
kind
of these guys are really. Well, maybe Gollum is, but not Dobby.
Yeah, I think
I
the
mean, this is
biggest
kind
problem
of
is
again. I
why
brought
would you
this up
have
earlier.
Dobby
This
here?
sounded more like a joke idea.
Yeah, that's my question. Why would you? I don't know if you really want this matchup because is Dobby even a fighter?
I mean, Dobby has magic, so maybe it can work.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I don't really care for Harry Potter on the show. Is Harry versus Percy a stomp? I've not heard anyone say Harry wins it, so yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Percy takes it.
Okay, so I'm looking at this doc. It's specifically Fleetway Sonic Eggman versus Griffith.
Oh, I thought it was
Oh
Archie.
yeah, I can tell. I kept thinking this was fucking Archie Eggman because they used Archie in the thumbnail.
To be fair, Archie Eggman is a fucking awful person.
But yeah, this sounds like shit.
I'm gonna put it back because I think I get the connections. Like, I get it because I like
I
both.
don't.
They're both like
E tier, maybe.
the only
F.
thing I know is that they're like the most evil characters, like one of the most evil motherfuckers alive, and that's the same can go with Archie. But like, I think we have to wait until Griffith does something as Femto for us to make a judgment. If
I'm
you ask
sorry,
me.
I'd rather just have this in at least E.
Yeah.
I would like to see Griffith on the show. Could
I
use
want to see
another Berserk
Griffith on.
rep
This
that
just
isn't
isn't
guts.
it. I'm sorry, this sounds like fucking garbage.
Yeah. Probably going to wait until Femto does something.
Yeah, I'm
but,
not
uh,
saying
Also,
that
this
matchup
is a
was good. I'm
big
just saying it
fucking
would be neat to
flop
see
considering
Griffith on the
Fleetway
show.
stats.
Yeah, I just know it has basic connection. I'm gonna fucking kill this fucking playlist. Reload it.
Alright, as I was saying, there's
Anyway.
also the fact that, again, this is a really big stomp because Fleetway goes fucking crazy.
Dan Femto hasn't done anything. My music stopped again.
Basically, it's literally just fucking Griffith gets blitzed and dies in one hit.
I'm gonna quickly reload the playlist. Actually, give me a sec.
And gets out hacked because Fleetway powers go fucking crazy with the Chaos Emeralds.
Actually, I probably shouldn't do this on stream. Shit. We'll get the music back up in a sec, but
Anything in the live chat?
pretty much just talking about Griffith versus Griffith matchups and
And
Harry
also
versus Percy.
Fleetway Sonic matchups.
If we want good Fleetway
And,
ideas,
Apparently
I
Harry
really
Potter
like the
matchups
idea
as well.
of
And apparently
Fleetway
Harry versus
versus
Percy as well.
Warlock. But I'll talk about that when we get to Fleetway Costin.
Oh yeah, Fleetway Carlton's coming up.
But yeah, Fleetway Archie Eggman, or Fleetway Eggman versus Griffith. I just move this down a tier at least.
Sure.
Because again, I brought it up. It's just aside from the horrible connections, it's a really big stomp.
I heard Fleetway Sonic versus Carnage is a popular matchup. I think that fell off, but
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah,
Cortex Spectre. This sounds really, really boring.
it feels like a case of both are much better than what this is.
Oh, we'll get to Spectre's better in a minute.
Oh yeah, also it has track. Yeah, I like Maximum Chaos.
Yeah, Maximum Chaos is awesome.
Yeah. S S
Spike and
S
Dunban, this
S
is cool.
S S.
Fuck. Xenoblade needs a rep on the show yesterday.
And Guilty Gear needs a run back.
Yeah, this is like the best.
I might
Easily
go
my-
to Guilty Gear idea, but it's cool.
I don't really know the connections, but I really like Dunban, so
I know it's one
Yeah.
armed swords people who go after revenge, but later realize, oh wait, shit, this is stupid. I think. I don't know. I'm not fully positive on Baiken, but I know that for Dunban.
Might be confusing Dunban with Shulk for a little bit, because that's the arc he goes through. Dunban is more of a season... I mean, I guess he is helping Shulk on his quest for revenge, but...
He was willing
He's definitely the...
do you know what happened in the final fight against Maleface? He damn near killed Mumkar before Shulk stopped him.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah. Okay, yeah. That... Never mind. Yeah, I take it back. He does go through a similar arc.
I mean, to be fair, do you really blame Dunban? Mumkar nearly killed his goddamn sister.
Yeah, no, I don't blame him at all.
Don't worry, Evan. Don't worry, Evan. You're gonna get your karmic justice soon. Don't worry. You can wait when Starscream versus Metalface happens.
True. I think in celebration for the World Cup coming up, I think a Blue Lock team versus Captain Tsubasa would be cool. I offer a counter offer: Blue Lock versus Ryman 11 in the Zuma 11. Basically,
moving on before we go and stand over soccer.
Yeah, literally the main thing about Blue Lock versus Zuma 11 is that what the fuck? This is not football, ref. Please do something. They shot the Big Bang. That is actually
moving on before we go insane.
Yeah, true. Anyways, what the fuck? I think that's a VTuber.
Edward versus who?
Sophie Neuenmuller from Atelier Sophie.
Oh, someone just mentioned the body pillow. Someone just mentioned the body pillow.
I don't know this. I'm sorry.
Wasn't there one matchup that is mainly known because the guy who bitched it? Yeah, unfortunately, we'll get there when we get there, but we are not ranking pitches, we are ranking matchups.
Yeah, my comment should be pinned.
Just going, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who the girl is.
I don't really know. Yeah.
If we're talking Ed runbacks, I'd rather him versus Leo Valdez from Percy Jackson.
Yeah. I haven't played any of the Atelier games, but I do know Sophie exists. I can't tell you the connections she has with Edward, though. Besides, if he's getting a run back, I think it's most likely going to be Joseph Joestar.
Which makes me really sad because, again, I brought it up earlier. I just rather do Edward Leo.
Who?
Leo Valdez from Percy Jackson.
Did you say Joseph would be his most likely run back?
I think.
I'm
pretty sure. Last I checked, it was.
I was going to say it would be
Johnny
from Part 7.
It's either Johnny or Joseph.
Yeah, it's going to be Johnny, if you ask me, given Part 7's getting an anime adaptation. But at the same time, Senator Armstrong exists.
Elton Oleander, I think this is cool.
Joseph Joestar versus Johnny Cage. That would be really fucking funny.
Yeah, I think their personalities would mesh better with each other than Joseph and Ed, personally.
But
I've
Elton Oleander,
also,
I'd say B tier. A friend of mine really wants Oleander on the show, and I think this sounds cool.
I think Elton would be cool because Under Night Ember, technically, even though she's from Melty Blood.
I'm
going to put this in
it sounds
D.
like...
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in D tier. Why would you want Corpse Bride and Death Bow?
I'd say
As
E
someone who watched
tier.
it.
E tier.
I don't even know who she's basing. I know Corpse Bride. I don't know what that is.
Trophy Fantasy from Teenage Euthanasia.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah, just move this down a tier. This sounds like ass. I don't see Corpse Bride working.
Yeah, Corpse Bride does not sound versus viable whatsoever.
If you just want a Tim Burton film, I'd just rather just do Jack Grinch.
Yeah, Jack Grinch. I was gonna say that for Tim Burton.
Archer versus I don't know.
I know that's a Xenoblade character.
Console N from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Despite me saying I really loved the first game, I actually have yet to finish the third game. I need to.
I've played the first, played a bit of the second, haven't played the third. Played a slight bit of X. I think I'll put it in B. I think Archer has a Blaze Blue matchup I prefer. I don't know his name.
Hawkman,
yeah, him. I think I prefer him. Like, who are you people?
Oh, this next one.
Who are these characters?
Emperor... Both of them are emperors.
Emperor Mateus versus Emperor Doviculus Final Fantasy
Alright,
versus Brutal
fun
Legend.
fact about Doviculus. Evan, alright, Storms, don't say it. Evan, I want you
Hi.
to guess. Where do you think Doviculus is from?
Is that like an actual country?
No, like, Emperor Doviculus. Do you want to, like, what game do you think he's from? What kind of game do you think he's from?
From what I'm seeing, 14. Oh wait, that's 14. Never mind. That looks 14-ish.
Game 14.
Yeah, you said Final Fantasy, right?
Doviculus is the one on the right.
So that's not
So you,
Final Fantasy.
so you think he's from
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14, right?
That or 14, yes.
Alright, now. I'm going to tell you where he's actually from, Evan.
Okay.
Remember that one Guitar Hero game starring Jack Black?
What?
Yeah, you remember that one Guitar Hero game starring Jack Black?
I don't know nothing about Guitar Hero. What? Give me a second. I'm looking this up. Starring Jack Black. Which game is this? What game was this? So this is a Guitar Hero matchup?
Brutal Legend. That's where he's from.
Oh, Brutal Legends. Okay. Well, that's
Yep.
something.
Didn't I? I'm pretty sure I just said it though.
I don't
Yeah,
think we heard
that's
you.
fine.
I didn't hear you.
Good.
I'll
But
put it-
yeah, I just think it's really funny about it. I get it thematically. I think it's
Yeah, I'll put it
cool.
in good. I don't know which year
Urza
that is
versus
specifically.
Dragonborn?
I think that's 7th?
And Endrick.
Yeah, I
is
just said
his
it's
name.
Erdrick.
I couldn't tell. I didn't. I said 7th, not Erdrick.
Oh wait, is it Erdrick? It's
Yeah, it's Erdrick.
Oh, okay. The doc says Endrick, so
Cringe.
Erdrick.
Right? I'm
that's
Steve.
that's a typo.
I don't know. Dragonborn doesn't really need a run back.
That, and I'm pretty sure from the stats given, it's a massive wash for Dragonborn.
Yeah.
It's funny to me how majority of matchups are the best connections by potential characters with Kamen Rider in them. Great. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get to some common ideas.
I don't,
Anyways, oh god.
oh, yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen, but all I know one thing: Azure Lane is definitely not getting on Death Bell.
I think this idea sounds on it. I think it sounds pretty good. I'd say maybe B tier.
Yeah,
I'm all in for
I'd
more.
say-
I'm in for more. I'm all in for more lesser known Transformers characters, and I heard Tidal Wave wins, so fuck yeah.
Yeah, the biggest problem
just-
with it though is
I
good luck.
Get it? I just don't know how it's gonna work.
I mean, even then.
Also, Azure Lane on Death Battle would make me want to bleach my eyes.
I mean, to be fair, there are some pretty women in Azure Lane.
Don't you remember, Evan? Azure Lane is a game about ships, and you can mix.
We do not talk about what that is. Who is this ghost girl?
Okay, I said this is Irma Williams. Except this time I don't even know who she's fighting.
Yeah, I don't.
Becky Brewster from #Blood.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know what
Spelled
this one goes-
BLUD.
The one thing saving Bunnicula versus Irma was that, well, I know who fucking Bunnicula is. Who?
Who?
Esmeralda Weatherwax from Discworld versus Kreia from Star Wars.
Never heard of this one in my life.
Don't know. Evelyn versus Mark, I'd say B tier maybe, or A tier.
Specifically, this is In Space with Markiplier.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
I've heard good things about it, I just haven't seen it.
I just haven't watched everything everywhere all at once.
I haven't watched either ever.
From what I've heard about this idea, I think it's cool.
Yeah, from what I'm gathering, it's peak according to chat. She's
Also,
positive.
Markiplier and Death Battle would be funny.
True.
Eh.
Ezio versus the Prince.
Ezio versus the Prince, I think?
Irma is from an
Could be
online
neat.
comic series from Webtoon and Twitter, who has an animated short series. She does not belong in DB.
Who, Irma?
Irma, yes.
As for this idea, I don't know.
It does
I
have a
have not played
DBX.
Assassin's Creed.
Unfortunately, the DBX isn't very good.
Yeah, the animation.
Oh yeah,
on
I've heard
is
the
also
DBX
not that
sucks.
good. I do think the matchup itself is cool though.
Father Bellows, not my favorite Bellows idea, but I really like this. I'd say A tier.
Yeah, I was gonna put it in S, but nah, A tier sounds better.
I hope for Van Clyde's Bellows is really unlikely, so I wouldn't mind this.
Fair.
Feathering Mandrak, I do not give a shit about this.
I don't know the characters. I think one of them's from Yumaneko?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, Feathering's from Yumaneko.
Can confirm.
Alright, I like Bellows vs. Voldemort. That is a good alternative for Bellows, to be fair. Bellows vs. Voldemort is actually kind of cool.
I think Bell's Voldemort's pretty cool. It's just Voldemort has better. Alright, this one's going in S. This one's going in. This one right here is going in S.
I really like this matchup.
Come on, put it up.
Yeah.
Evan, what do you put it up there?
I feel like it would take a lot out of whoever animates it because it's a true 2v2 fight, but
it's really
I imagine
fun.
the final result would be baller.
I think
both these shows grew up with these.
the reason I was gonna put it A tier is because I didn't watch either show growing up, so I'm like, I don't really care for it.
I watched both shows, and honestly, I see the vision. I think
I love it so much. 7's most wanted.
Voldemort vs. Muzan.
I think it was my 7? No, wait, I think it's my 6.
It's
I get to pair this one a new one.
Yeah,
Okay, the commission's cool, the matchup fucking sucks.
Yeah, the track is banger.
Nightmare's a banger, probably my favorite vocal track to date, but the matchup itself is so shit. Freerin versus this bitch.
Don't know who she is.
Elena from
Is that Freddy
Wondering
Krueger,
Which
the My Little
Journey of
Pony
Elena.
character?
God, I'm gonna get killed for this. I do not get the Freerin hype.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah, so
Some good things. It's just not my forte.
But yeah, this
Anyways,
is
Freerin versus Tatsumaki can go straight and dies of cringe.
yeah. Also,
Also,
yeah,
Tatsumaki doesn't need a run back.
also yes, this is Freddy Krueger versus My Little Pony.
Also, hey, look, funny track was playing.
Oh yeah, Red vs.
We're not at your matchup yet. Just calm down.
Don't worry, we're not gonna talk about my writing magnum opus. Alright, I think this is Flash Gordon.
Yeah, that's Flash Gordon versus Buck Rogers.
I've heard good
It doesn't
things
list
about
the
it.
franchises.
I these shows. It sounds like something my dad would like.
I've heard good things about it.
Kassen, Fleetway.
It's okay.
This idea is mid. I don't really care for this. I think Fleetway has much better options.
I was just waiting for Wrong Joke to say, please no, he does not like this matchup.
Yeah, he fucking hates this matchup. If you want cool Fleetway Sonic ideas, I think Nemesis the Warlock is really, really cool.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Nemesis from Image Comics.
Also, he's also Evan. He's also British. It's also British the matchup.
I can voice both characters.
Yeah. Also, Nemesis the Warlock is fucking crazy, by the way.
People.
There was a whole block for Fleetway Nemesis, and good God, this shit goes crazy.
I see. Also, real quick, people are raving for Flint versus Ben.
Flint isn't really a fighter, is he?
Hot take, I don't want Flint on the show.
From what I know,
Yeah, I mean,
I think I've seen a matchup with the that thing versus the Sharknado itself.
The versus Sharknado was just literally this idea, but better in my opinion.
I'm also not too big on the. Flint's not a fighter. What can you really do with
And
him?
there's some stuff you can use
In the
from
show,
the
like
show,
Death
but...
Battle.
And I already brought this up in a Debone command a while back, but that Unifeet, the whole universal vacuum, that's a way that just gets him killed since he does not physically scale to any of his inventions, and that thing is not in his control, so it's just basically a fuck you, I'm killing you both option.
I'm going down to
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just put this in mid to bad. I'm sorry, I don't care about this.
Yeah, I put in good last week. I like
I
it.
don't want to go.
I'm not. Ethan, I think you're outvoted here.
Damn.
Majority throat.
I guess
Fucking your turn
C
to
tier
die.
then.
Okay, another Pigman showing Fire versus the Princess.
But I think this is cool. I still prefer Blixer, but I like this.
Yeah, I watched the DB cast for this. It seems like
The cast was
seems like a
fun.
pretty cool idea.
I will admit I am one of the
Probably
I will admit I am one of the 5 people on the planet who prefer Fly versus Monica, but I do need to play Slay the Princess, so I will make that interchangeable at one point, possibly.
Fuck you. I go with the more different option of Flowey versus Blixer. I'm different.
Don't care. Who would though? I don't know Kaiju's. Who the fuck
This is
are these two?
Gamera. I don't know who they're fighting.
White. Hey, I'm gonna butcher this name. White Fatalis from Monster Hunter.
Why is Fly versus Monica hated so much?
No,
because some people say
Hunter,
Monica.
But this already sounds better than Gamera versus Gargura.
Monica
Yeah.
only has one matchup that works, if you ask me.
Who is it?
Mita from Me Side.
Oh yeah.
Look him up.
I think Kinetopat is also cool.
I don't think you can come back on.
I just really hate Flowey Monica.
Yeah, you gotta jump on streaming. Just...
But yeah, I don't know anything about Gamera Monster Hunter.
But I don't think I'm qualified to do it.
Do you want me to come after you stream?
Nah, I don't think I can do it. I think you can ask Dad. Nah, he's not gonna kill you. Hmm? He's not gonna kill you. Hmm? Alright, sorry about that.
Who
My
was
sister was
that?
here. That was my sister.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Evan sister.
Yo, sister! They said hi! You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think. I don't
Is it-
think
I'll
Gamera
admit-
needs to run back.
Already, but
That's
I'll
my
say
take on it.
It's better than Gamera versus Gargura. It's better than that.
What did I miss? You missed a lot of things. The thing you just missed was me talking to my sister about her headphones.
But yeah, this idea can go and don't know.
Me personally, I just don't want Gamera coming back, so
I think Gamera
I'd
coming
probably
back
just
would be
put it
cool.
I'd probably put it in D tier from that basis alone.
I would take Gamera back personally. His episode's outdated. Like, I don't.
I love this idea.
I think it's boring.
I think it's really cool.
Hey, speaking of characters who don't need runbacks,
I'm not dying for Star to come back, but
Oh,
I
yes.
wouldn't mind it.
eh,
Also, this is like his only other good idea.
let's see. I feel
I-
like Ganon and Sauron already got so much justice in their respective episodes.
Yes, hold
Yeah,
up
both
the
episodes
episode.
feel good. I'm just
So like,
thinking sounds cool. Hey, look, the commonly better Garland idea or Seed idea from what I've seen.
Yeah, I like Garland versus Oz. I like Garland versus Oz.
I can't comment on it, but I've heard good things.
I know it's like the big thing is like, oh, they're fallen heroes, and now they're the big bad. I only want Ganon back so they can use his Hyrule Warriors design. His Hyrule Warriors design is fucking awesome. Not the
Who?
Ganon, his Hyrule Warriors design, not Age of Calamity design.
Ghostface Fisherman? I'd say A tier. I love this idea.
Oh, yeah, this.
God, I have a friend who loves the Scream movies. Like, loves
You know what,
them.
while I'm here, while I'm talking about Ghostface, Evan's audience, whenever the stream ends, go watch Cameron the Person's Ghostface versus series. That series is hilarious.
Oh, I've watched that first one. What about
Noted.
Palpatine versus Sauron? Palpatine
Oh,
versus
those videos
Sauron.
are so fucking funny.
I mean, to be fair, Palpatine versus Sauron, that's definitely a cool pure evil matchup, but both have better. Palpatine versus Xehanort exists for a reason.
On who versus Palpatine?
Sauron.
Oh, Sauron, yeah, again, I'd just rather just do Gandalf Sauron.
Well, Palpatine and Xehanort.
Gentoki who?
Noragami?
Yato from Noragami.
I recognize the character.
I can't comment.
I
You guys
do
go.
not know Gintama at all, so I can't comment on this.
I'd be down to see it simply because I prefer it over Deadpool versus Gintoki.
Goblin Slayer versus who?
Laios Towden from Delicious in Dungeon.
Never
I've
heard
heard
of
of Delicious in Dungeon. I don't know much. And the other Goblin Slayer idea.
Styx from Orcs and Men.
Yeah, I don't know this.
Don't know it.
Gohan Koga?
Good things
I think
about it.
it's neat. It's neat. It's cool. I'd say maybe A or B tier.
Yeah, I put it in B tier. Well,
I'd rather Ultraman Zero, but I wouldn't
thoughts
back.
thoughts on the next time Deku versus Miles. As
You're
a
all
matchup,
excited.
I like it, but dear fucking Christ, we've had way too many returners as of late. Can we please calm down and bring in some fresh blood? Please, I beg.
I don't mind it considering I've wanted Miles to get a run back for a while now.
I did the math like yesterday, and out of the 14 combatants, half of them are returners so far.
Yeah, and over half of the episodes we've gotten since going indie are returners. Have involved a returner.
Yeah, there's Omni-Man, Bowser, and
Omni-Man,
Eggman.
Bowser, Eggman, Kratos, Ghost Rider, Spawn, Master Chief, Doomslayer, now Miles, and Deku.
Oh, I think.
Yeah.
But again, I'm hyped for Deku Miles.
Yeah, I'm hyped for it as well.
This idea.
All three of us think Miles wins.
Yeah, we're on the very hot take.
And again, when have we ever known that?
True. Sad we're not probably gonna get Delson Miles anytime soon, but I'm not complaining.
Delson versus Korra is likely gonna happen if Delson gets on.
Yeah, that kind of makes me sad. Goku Moon, kind of mid.
Yeah, not good. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's yeah. Goku doesn't really need a run back, and Moon has Madoka.
Miles is powered by a little
No,
god
Moon
in the
has stay
comics?
up. Moon has stay up. No, Monica. No.
No, Madoka is the better idea.
No.
Storms, you don't know what the fuck I've been through.
Storms.
Okay,
Moon
yeah, you know
versus
what? Fair
Madoka
enough.
is the most
Fair enough.
out of character death battle I've ever heard of. You want someone who wants to save magical girls to kill the literal face of magical girls. Do we not see the issue here?
You could
Oh,
do
we're gonna
something
get
with
to
the, you could do
Storm.
something with the
Don't worry, audience.
characterization for that. Like, I don't know,
No, you can't.
an accident.
Okay, we can get to Moon Doka when we get to it, because it is on this list. Akechi Oberon, this idea is cool.
Yeah. Also, I'm doing well,
I still
Mr.
prefer,
Studio
like,
Duo.
goat.
Griffiths, but I don't mind this. I'd say maybe A or B tier.
At least put. No, I don't like Sailor Moon versus Madoka. Not Madoka. Sailor Moon versus Goku.
Alright, Evan, thoughts on Akechi Oberon?
I don't know who Oberon is.
I'm gonna say maybe A tier.
Alright, in that case, I put an A tier.
Akechi's my goat.
I'd be down for
Yeah,
a Akechi matchup.
Fun
Also,
fact,
from,
I literally got this idea pitched, but yeah, it's cool. Goro, a different Goro, versus Yuri.
I'd be down for it.
No opinion, but I think it's cool, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about either character.
I'd be down for
I
it.
think Majima sounds funny enough on the show.
Yeah, I'd be down for it, personally.
Oh, hey, speaking of Griffith versus Rio,
I didn't
Yeah,
realize it got
Griffith
pitched,
Rio, I'd say
actually.
A tier. It can go next to Akechi Oberon.
The matchup was the most hottest character in gaming versus Yuri. Oh, so true. Goro Majima, my goat. Okay, go away. Oh yeah, also this goes in like
But yeah,
this goes among the
Griffith,
top tiers.
Griffith Rio, really cool idea. A tier.
Yeah, I put A tier right now, S tier when we get to know what Vento does.
Also, I just still love. This isn't regarding like. I'm gonna bring up one thing from the pitch because I just love the transition to their backside. It's just, It's just the picture of them just like turning bad. And it's just a small text that just goes, Doesn't affect the matchup, but I just found that detail in the pitch funny.
Alright. The Death Battle Royale.
it's
You're
a
literally
Grim
just
Reaper
better off
battle
doing
royale.
Hold on, I was gonna say, you're literally just better off doing just Black Flash versus Death from Castlevania. This idea sounds boring.
Here's an MVP
I
from Cool Fan.
Honestly, I prefer my battle royales to just be contained within the same franchise because it's easiest that way.
I just don't like Battle
Yeah.
Royales.
The stick figure battle royale is like the only exception. I wouldn't mind this or Henry versus Second Coming.
Yeah, I don't like the second. I don't like the second Battle Royale. I don't think Fancy Pants does anything to add to it. He just gets swept instantly.
But yeah, this is my version of that, where you're just better off just doing Black Flash versus Cat versus Death.
I like the Team Fortress Battle Royale. That might be the only one worth doing. The Team Fortress Battle Royale does sound fucking hilarious.
Even then, I'd rather just have Soldier Sarge.
Yeah, I'd rather just have Spy 47.
Get a Robo. Or Simone versus Ryoma.
I don't know the other dude.
I just said it. It's a Getter Robo.
I know what you said. I just don't know the character.
I think it's cool, I suppose. I'd rather just do Getter Robo Mazinger Z.
Yeah, in
Just
that
rather
case-
than do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put that in B then.
We literally
It's
just
cool.
got Peak Fiction with Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, we
Even if
just
I
got
don't-
Peak with Gurren Lagann, so I think just have Mazinger Z or fight Getter Robo instead.
Guts versus Claire.
Guts Claire. I'd wait for this, but I wouldn't mind it. I'd say A tier.
It's a cool idea.
Put it next to Griffith. Put it next to Griffith.
Wait, give me a sec.
I would wait for Berserk to be finished before we bring Guts back.
I forgot. I forgot.
I
about
love
the-
how we're
I-
putting.
I
I love
forgot
how
about-
Griffith. Hold on, I want to say. I love how the matchups just beside Griffith are his other big idea and Guts.
Griffith! Also, we forgot about the cereal. Guys, we forgot about the cereal mascot Battle Royale. We're so stupid.
Oh yeah, that too.
It would be
I
peak
didn't.
funny, but I don't care.
Don't know, but Kirito on DB would be fucking boring.
I don't
Sword
know.
Art
The,
Online is one of those things where it's good for when you're younger, but when you're older, you begin to realize it's not that great.
Yeah, I just don't want Kirito on the show.
will Berserk ever finish? Oh wait. Oh, we got to Hank versus Bob.
Given the very specific circumstances Kirito needs in order to fight, it's like, I don't know.
Even then, no offense.
And even if he dies, he doesn't like.
I just don't want more Mary Sue's on the show.
Also, like, even if Kirito dies, like, he doesn't world.
Anyways, Hank Bob's
After
going
the,
like.
after the
in
Aincrad
the S.
arc, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think Hank versus Bob's going anywhere else
Put this in
but
S
S
for the
tier.
funny. This is so funny. Bobby, they're putting me on some kind of death battle show.
Okay.
I do not care about Hannibal Lecter Johan.
I
Get it
don't either.
thematically, but the dynamic doesn't sound interesting.
Yeah, I don't either.
Herbert Richtofen, this can just go near the bottom.
Yeah, like, even, like, sure, Medic can't do anything against Richtofen, like, or Ray. What is Herbert going to do?
Yeah, Medic at least has stuff that can work, and at least without the summoning key, Medic Richtofen is actually somewhat debatable.
Homer versus Peter? I don't think that's been pitched in this tier list, I don't think, but there's like 5 million matchups here. I'll check them all.
Yuki.
No, I'm not seeing it on here.
Yeah,
What is it?
Homer versus Peter.
Peter Griffin?
Yes.
Yep. Also, we have like 3
What?
different Homura matchups on here.
We
And
don't
none
need
of
a
them are
fourth
Peter.
one. Anyways, Hibiki, Yuki, I don't know about Symphier, but I've heard good things about it.
I know this had a banger versus track. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
But fun fact, did you know that
I
Hibiki has
looked
a
into it. I think
hold
it could
on,
work.
Hi.
Evan, fun fact.
Hello.
Did you know that Hibiki has a
A what?
common writer matchup?
Of course she does. Thoughts on more intellectual matchups like Light versus Waltz or L versus Johan?
I can't comment on L versus Johan because I don't know who Johan is, but Light versus Walter should have been Light's opponent. Sorry. Walter should have been a Light's opponent instead of the guy I've only ever heard of because Liam keeps putting him in every death battle episode he's on.
Yeah,
At least it's going to be a bonus episode, not an actual thing.
the only
Yeah, like, I don't really like saying that I don't have high hopes for episodes, but like, I don't get Light versus Columbo at all.
the only intellectual matchup that I have like any semblance of care for is Makoto Naegi versus Phoenix Wright.
For me, it's like Walter.
Also, they meant thoughts on Homer versus Peter. I like Homer versus Peter. I think Family Guy and old Family Guy and Simpsons were really funny.
Oh, Homer, not Homura.
No, they-
Yeah, Homer Peter's fun.
I said Homer versus Peter, mate. What do you expect?
Also, remember the Hibiki comment I was talking about earlier? Yeah, I was going to say, this literally had a track.
Oh, nice.
Symphonic Eruption. It was Kamen Rider Crossy. Which I think I'm getting into that idea. I like what it's going for, and I like the track.
Yeah, I like the track too. Life vs. Bolter does sound interesting as a concept.
And speaking of Homura, here we go.
Oh yeah, Homura matchups. Sure. I know this is Homestuck.
Jeff can go in mid.
Yeah.
Or not Jeff, Dave. I'm an idiot.
Alright. Homer versus Eno. Don't like it.
Yeah, no.
And Homura Kurumi, aside from
the incident.
I hate that this matchup's only claim to fame is the pitch. Cause it's a fucking banger. Like, I'd put it in peak.
I would put it in peak as well, but oh my god, that pitch did irreversible damage. Actually, I would say it did irreversible damage, but
we are
you guys can put it in peak. If you want to, you guys can put it in peak. I won't stop you.
We are separating the pitch from the matchups. Just for the record.
Speaking of peak, though.
Even though this one exists, but we ignore
Speaking
that one.
of peak. How the Duck versus Detective Chimp. This can go in A tier. This sounds really funny.
I only know Howard the Duck is that awful movie he had.
Yeah.
Also, someone mentioned that
the fucking True Attack video. Get these dark boobs out of the video.
Someone mentioned in chat. I heard the Sword Art Online guy has a matchup with Neo from The Matrix.
Oh no, we're all aware. I fucking hate that matchup.
I think it's my favorite for Kirito and Neo.
I'm sorry, I'd rather Neo fight that one guy from Tron. Literally any of his Tron ideas.
Oh my god, I am so tired of Hulk showing up.
Like, it's Hulk, not even... I like you, buddy, but you're already getting an episode, and Asura doesn't need to come back.
I don't even...
Also, I mean, honestly, unironically, I prefer this idea to Hulk versus Godzilla.
I think thematically, I kind of get it, but, I could not give a shit about this.
I just want to know. I just want to know who in Death Battle HQ wanted to make Hulk vs. Godzilla the I think $750 thingy.
Yeah, the 700K
It basically made Aang Traveler real.
Yeah. It was implied to be the 800K tier at one point as well.
Thoughts on Sin versus
Agent got moved down.
Thoughts on Sin versus Agent Smith. I like it.
Who versus Agent Smith?
Sin. Lord of Drones.
Fuck that matchup. Fuck that matchup.
I like it, even though it does suffer from Pyramid
Head syndrome. I get the appeal. I don't fucking like this idea.
It does suffer from Pyramid Syndrome, though. Do we even know what Pyramid Syndrome is?
I'd rather just do Sin versus Malware from Ben 10, and for Smith, he has two other good ideas. I've been bleeding into Clue from Tron recently, and I think Kamen Rider Gem sounds cool. But we'll get to Gem in a bit.
I could not give the slightest care for Sin versus Malware.
Sin versus Malware's fun. Also, Malware's so fucking underrated, it's not even funny.
Doesn't Hulk also have some thematic between them? I mean, they're both created via nuclear stuff, aren't they? Oh, I might have taken.
I'll admit, I like the track name of Mistakes of Mankind. I fucking love that.
The track name could go hard.
Either Meltdown or Mankind's Mistakes.
Meltdown would go so hard as a track name. Also, real quick, guys, my food's here, so I'm gonna be BRB for a little bit.
Go eat.
Alright.
Go eat, go shut the fuck up,
in the meantime, Storch, we can look at
Alright, I'll be back.
List, and,
just consult yourselves, keep an eye on the chat, do cool things.
We can talk about what's next on this list, and oh god.
I don't know We Bear Bears, so you're gonna have to educate me.
Also, fun fact, the Itachi pitch, that got fucking age restricted.
YouTube! Yay!
YouTube,
we love a site that's run by toddlers masquerading as adults.
Yeah, the pitch for that got age restricted for some reason, and I don't know why. Anything new descriptions? Oh hey, Kept Serious' Wiley Tom review came out. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Spider-Man. The Raptors poll came out. Let's see. 55% rooting Miles, betting Deku.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hey. All right.
What are we talking about?
Dark.
I'll figure it out in a sec. Need to get my headphones on.
All right. This next matchup can go in like F tier.
Oh, I'm hearing Devil
As
May
someone
Cry.
who used to watch We Bare Bears when I was younger and thought it was way better back then, but looking back on it, I was not a fan of the show, and I'm gonna get murked for that. This sounds just like ass, considering it just basically ignores Tigress's entire character.
Okay. I haven't
Just
watched.
hitting someone way more serious, and it's
This
like a way
matchup is-
more like
Oh,
like
someone's
a way
saying this
more,
matchup's peak.
more serious
I'm-
character.
I'm
Just,
happy for you that you
"Ha,
like the
funny,
idea so much."
funny. He don't talk that much.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
surprised that we have
Tigress just
disagreements
sounds
at
like
one
shit.
point. I'm still not surprised that we have disagreements. With this many matchups, we're bound to have a disagreement at one point.
Well, we
Mhm.
probably are, because next one's Ice King Lord Hater, which is one of my biggest guilty pleasures ever.
I like it. I think it's okay, honestly.
Well, never mind. Yeah, I love this idea.
I think
Like,
it sounds cool from on a surface level.
I'd love Wander Over Yonder on Death Battle, and I think this sounds cool. I think
the
either
one-
this or Emperor Zurg from Buzz Lightyear Star Command would be cool for Hater.
I think like the big problem is like I don't know if it goes into who Ice King was before he became Ice King. But besides that, I'm not against it.
Besides that, it's really cool. I also like Hater versus Bowser, but again, Bowser doesn't need to come back.
Yeah, Hayden
Most
versus
characters
Bowser is a
don't.
good catcher.
It's a good idea. I just don't think Bowser needs to come back.
Yeah. Anyways, next is nope. Anyways, next
Yep,
is
yep, put.
I like
Ike
Ike versus Siegfried. Good matchup
It's
here.
cool.
Yeah, I like it. Preferred for Ike. I just between you and me, I really do not want Ike to fight Denya from Genshin Impact. To the surprise of no one who
who?
knows me.
Sorry. Hey, who?
Denya from Genshin Impact.
Yeah,
he said.
Denya.
Who is Denya?
Girl with big fire sword.
Do you mean Dia?
Is that how you pronounce her name? I don't know how you pronounce her name.
Wait, is that the chick with the motorcycle, or am I getting it mixed up?
Is
The
it
chick with
motorcycle?
the motorcycle is Malwika.
All right.
When was there a Wait, Genshin characters have motorcycles? Since when?
Or am I getting
it's
it
just
mixed up
that
with
one.
Honkai Star Rail?
Oh, okay.
There might be
I-
a.
Ike would be cool to see on Death Bell. I mean, I'm not against it.
what's
I do
that?
want to play
Yeah.
I do want to play Radiant Dawn though, or
Yeah.
like the game season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an H in her name, not an N.
I think this is Riku.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Riku.
Yeah, Riku versus Illidan.
I don't really like it.
Storms, you literally pitched an Eldon matchup. How good is this?
How good is this? I cannot. From what little I know of Riku, I mean, I can see the vision, but I don't know.
I'll put it
Not
in
a
mid.
huge fan.
I'm not. I'm just gonna say right now. I'm not sure if I like Illidan versus Riku, but from what I've seen of Riku spread, all of his matchups suck.
I'm gonna get killed by you for saying I still like Magic.
Yeah, I will kill you for that.
I think honestly, I've looked
Riku
at.
isn't my prefer anymore, but I still think the
I've-
idea is cool.
I've looked into Magic versus Riku. I think it could work.
So let's see. We have Magic
I like
versus Phoenix
Magic
Iki.
Riku, but recently I've been getting more attached to Phoenix Iki.
This is gonna be really fitting given Devil May Burn is playing, but I really like Magic versus Nero.
I'd just rather Neo versus Hellboy.
Oh yeah, obviously, but that about Nero versus Hellboy is a better matchup. But for something like Triple F, I'll take Nero versus Magic. Thoughts on BoJack
maybe, I
Horseman
don't know.
versus Clay Puddington? I feel like I should know
Oh,
who
I
Clay
see that
Puddington
idea
is.
thrown around. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, one more thing I want to close off on for this. I find it funny how Illidan goes from stomping to getting stomped.
Oh wow.
Wamu
Also, it's-
versus who?
Who?
Wamu versus Iskandar from Fate.
Yeah, this can go and
butchered his
don't know.
name.
Yeah, I don't know who that character is.
The pitch that got age restricted.
Oh, wow.
Because it made the toddler higher-ups cry.
No way. Anyways, yeah, I don't know much about this idea.
Yeah, I don't know who Itachi's fighting.
Itachi versus Akua Shuzen from Rosaria plus Vampire.
Ah.
Oh boy, this next one. I have not heard good things about Jack Frost versus Chrome Skull.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of it. I don't get it.
The Google Doc says Lester Dwervik from Scarecrow.
I thought his name was Chrome Skull. Whatever. Either way, I've heard not so good things about this.
I don't think we can really say for certain, personally.
I guess
I can
that's
say,
another
I
name
can
he
say,
has.
I don't know much on the idea, but in terms of Jack Frost ideas, I'd rather just do Ginger Dead Man because that sounds really funny.
True.
You could go as low budget as possible, and that is hilarious. Ryuga versus Power Rangers character.
Jared.
Don't know, but I'm interested.
But nitrous oxide on CTR. Yeah, we're gonna get to a nitrous oxide matchup soon enough.
I just said I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said it sounded cool, so I put cool.
That was mid.
Sorry, I put it in mid because of that reason. But Jesse versus
Jesse
Emmett.
Emmett can go in
S.
Okay, I did not expect you to put this in that.
I fucking love this matchup.
True. Emmett W, I'm begging you.
I will say to the end of this day, Steve versus Emmett's a bang. I just mean that Steve and Emmett, even if you look at the series combo, both have a better matchup. Steve versus Bob exists.
Steve versus Emmett is hot garbage in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't get why that's still popular.
And another matchup I couldn't give lots of shit about.
I feel like I've seen a good nitrous oxide matchup, but I don't think it was against Jet.
Wizpig, it's Wizpig.
Yeah, fair enough, I might have been Wizpig. I'll put it in mid, because I like Jet.
This can go in D tier. Jet on Death Note sounds funny, but this isn't it. These two are just way too different.
Yeah, true.
Jibanyan Morgana, this can go in B tier.
Prefer Wizpig.
I think
Dark.
Cool.
Yeah,
I think I like Dark Morgana a bit more, but I think this is cool.
I'm gonna put it in mid tier. I don't like Jibanyan versus Morgana.
I'm surprised.
They sure are
green
green
card-
characters made for the racing game spin-offs. Yep.
Yeah, he
This
is right
true,
about.
Coke.
This is true. Black
This
and
is
red.
true, even though they're way different.
Black and red cats. Yeah, that one is black, one is red.
Ryu, or not Ryu.
Shinobi versus
who?
Strider Ryu.
Joe Musashi.
Oh, close
From-
enough.
No
Shinobi.
opinion. I guess in terms of Strider matchups, I don't know. Spider-Man 2099 sounds really cool. This can go and don't know.
I'm putting it in mid. I know a bit about Shinobi.
Again, in terms of Strider matchups, I'd rather do Miguel, but I wouldn't mind doing a rematch with Batman Beyond for him.
Jolene
Speaking of
versus Spider-Man.
spiders, no, it's Jolene versus Spider-Woman.
Oh,
Mayday Parker specifically.
This can go in mid.
Jolene versus Spider-Man. Who's pitching these matchups? To be fair, from this part, from the thumbnail, I'm seeing it from
get
this
it
close.
right.
In their legal defense, if I was looking at it for the first time, I would think that's Spider-Man, personally.
I would
And
recognize
honestly,
it easily. I remember the render pretty well.
I kind of prefer Gwen for Jolene anyway.
There's
when
a
it com-
few Gwen ideas I've been looking at recently.
When it comes to Jolene, my favorite for her is Gonza from Dead Man Wonderland.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I think that sounds cooler. All right, what's next?
As much as Gwen deserves to have a good episode.
Kairi versus Sakura?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Is
nah.
Kairi even a fighter?
She is. She is a fighter, but
Okay, alright.
But this sub is from the
just
same
don't
problem
get it.
as Sasuke versus Riku. The stat gap is too big.
And more spiders. I do not like this. I don't.
Why would
Yeah,
you
now
do
this is
Look,
this is
like,
straight up Peter Parker now.
yeah, this is Spider-Man now, but like, if you want Kamen Rider build to fight a Marvel character, what is wrong with doing Tony
That's
Stark?
by Iron Man.
I
I
prefer
get
for
compositing this makes this more fun, but
I prefer for Jolene is the protagonist for Persona 6. Persona 6 that doesn't exist. We got Persona characters before TJ6.
We also already
speaking of
had
Persona,
we also already had a Persona versus JoJo matchup already.
well,
With the
to be fair,
protagonist
we
too.
want Kiradachi to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kiridon.
Hey,
Well, that-
speaking of Persona,
Speaking of Persona, oh yeah, Kasumi versus Yuki.
I think it's cool. But I'd say B tier.
Yeah, that's fine enough.
What's next? I've heard
Tara
not good
versus
things about this one.
Juvia.
It sounds mid.
I don't really get the connections besides water, and I have watched both Avatar and Fairy Tail.
I watched Avatar. I haven't watched Fairy Tale, but it sounds mid.
Honestly, prefer Hinata but Katara. Who's Katara in this
Yeah,
one?
the
Is it Avatar or
two-
Fairy Tail?
Avatar.
Oh, okay.
The two are fundamentally different characters.
Hey, at least it's better than fucking Katara versus Moana.
Yeah, true. Thoughts on this
Yeah,
week, your versus Itachi?
Why are people bringing that one up? I don't get it. I've seen people bring it up. I don't get it.
Yeah, neither do I. But someone's asking for our thoughts on Undertaker versus Itachi. Also, real quick before I get our thoughts about that, Kino, that was because of Storms and Frost. I would have put it in B tier.
Yeah,
But
Flint isn't a fighter. What can you do with him in a death battle episode?
yeah,
I know
I'm
there's
extremely
some stuff on
sorry.
the cards that I'm just not interested.
Yeah, I'm extremely sorry. I would have
Also,
put
hot
it in B
take,
tier.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is so fucking overrated. It's not even funny.
I will fucking kill you for that one, Frost.
I'm
like
sorry,
the Cloudy
I
with a Chance of
don't like
Meatballs
these movies.
films
I
too.
don't. I thought the first one was just mid, and then the second one was actual garbage.
I like the first one.
I disagree. I like the films.
I'm s-
Okay.
like, Karate 2
wait.
was just so bad in my
Wait.
opinion.
Wait, it has a cartoon?
Yeah, it had a cartoon on
Okay.
Cartoon Network that was somehow even worse than both movies.
Okay. Full disclosure, I haven't watched any of the pitches, and neither has Ethan.
Yeah.
We are rating the
I'm the only
matchup.
one who's really
Yeah, we're
watched
not
it.
we're not basing our rankings based on the pitch, even though
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
even though this
making
is down here.
matchups
But
on our own.
yeah, I mean,
Honestly,
it should be pretty clear that this is the case, given that the peak tier, which is S tier, has Homer vs. Kirby in it.
yeah. Honestly though, Kino, what you said, I might have to look into that pitch, and maybe I'll even change my stance too.
Yeah,
Again,
don't worry, I'm not
as
taking it
someone who's-
personally. Yeah, I'm glad
as
we're
someone
not
who's
taking.
done research on,
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
We
as
are
someone who's
four
done
fun
research on
gamers.
Flint, he just doesn't sound that interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I would have put it a tier higher, but I was outvoted.
Yeah.
I really wish I put it a tier higher, though. I do like the matchup. But
Pachi
currently,
Asriel,
I think
I've
this is
heard
kinda
this
cool.
Pachi's best.
I mean, I can tell you one thing: better than Sukuna.
Yeah, fucking Pachi Sukuna. That matchup's so bad. I don't know why they like it.
Sukuna should be in a death battle if it's a Yuji episode. Because, like, it's the same... I mean, it's two different characters, sure, but, like...
I mean, well, no, Sukuna's not a part of Yuji anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Okay, this is
yeah.
manga stuff I'm not knowing about.
Yeah, you were gonna learn it
Yeah.
somehow, but Yuji and Snow separated. Someone said Sukuna versus Ghost Freak from Ben 10. Overrated
Oh,
as
that
hell.
is one of my most wanted. I
Overrated.
fucking love that idea so
Um,
much.
I assume you mean Zscare.
The Scare, Ghost Freak, same thing.
I prefer to say Zscare because that's the
Funny
That's
enough,
the
there
Ghost
is a
Freak that
Scare
escaped.
matchup that got pitched,
When
but
I think
we'll
of
get to
Ghost
that.
Freak, I think of the thing Ben can turn into.
There was a scare matchup that got pitched, but we'll get to that soon.
Yeah, I think. How am I supposed to spell? I don't know. I'm not pronouncing. I'm not gonna spell Saskia. But for me, my
I can
preferred
spell
for.
DS apostrophe capital S KAYR.
Anthony, I am trying to kill Sukuna. Are you trying to kill
Sorry,
Sukuna? I'm a fan of Gilgamesh. Oh my god, that is a slaughter for Gilgamesh.
Yeah, Gilgamesh Sukuna sounds like ass.
For me, my preferred for Sukuna is either Kenshin Ashura from Soul Eater or Dio from JoJo.
And Dio doesn't need a run back unless
Dio
it's
doesn't-
Heaven Ascension Dio.
Okay, I'll admit, Dio Reverse Flash is funny, but that's all it has going. Well, I do like the matchup. I just don't think Dio needs to come back for a while, or Thawne. Anyways, other Kenpachi matchup.
The connections are good. Okay, cool. Okay, so I can pull out the meme here. Those are some nice connections. Why don't you back it up with an actual fight dynamic?
What, for this?
No, Sukuna versus, Gilgamesh. I mean, fuck, sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit about Gilgamesh.
Yeah, I don't know how the fight damage is gonna work given how different the stats are, but who is Kenpachi fighting here?
I don't know.
Jack Rockon from Negima Magister Negi Magi.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, we don't know what this is. Moving on.
Yeah, fair enough. Well,
Blart.
Okay.
I am so willing to instantly put this in D tier.
I don't care about it. You can put it in D tier. Noelle versus Genshin character, I think.
Kiana
that-
Kaslana from Honkai Impact 3rd.
Hoyo first matchup, instant D tier.
That's an you mean
kinda
F
like it.
tier, Ethan? Also,
Whatever, negative tier.
I mean, from what I've seen of it, I think it's cool. I'd say maybe B tier.
yeah. I mean, I do prefer Aegis for Noelle, but
I fucking despise Aegis Noelle.
I mean, I take it over Hoyo first. For people who are new to this show, I have a fucking vendetta against Hoyoverse. Like
Yeah,
a
he
full-on
really hates
hatred.
Hoyoverse.
yeah, it's a lot.
The Ibuchi below
But,
is
yeah,
expansive.
Yeah, I think the idea is cool enough.
Did you read
Huh.
Seto Kaiba versus Kamen Rider Gem yet? No, we haven't.
No,
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We are gonna
Yeah,
get
but
to that.
I
You're
know-
gonna see me gush.
Yeah,
We're going
cross
to
the...
see me gush. We're gonna save our thoughts for that.
Yeah, for a quick hint though, Frost loves that matchup. I feel like Hoyo hater. Yeah, I fucking hate Hoyoverse as a company.
What is this?
Beats me.
This might be King Arthur?
yeah, it's King Arthur from Arthurian Legend versus Beowulf from, well, Beowulf.
I don't know about this one. Like, I just don't know about it.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know
Seems
anything
like
about
a
Legends.
mythology.
I'm all for mythology. I just don't know anything about these two. Well, I just don't know about Beowulf. I've heard a bit about King Arthur.
Yeah. Ooh, never do a matchup.
Oh boy, another Kirito idea. Yay!
That looks like Naofumi.
Now Fumi and Rough Talia from Rising of the Shield Hero.
That sounds...
Um,
How would the fight
No
even-
opinion. I don't know anything about Rising of the Shield Hero, but I don't give a shit about Kirito.
What the thumbnail go?
it's second to left, top row, on the pit on the go down, Ethan. Down one, down three actually, down two more, down one more,
There it is.
down one more.
Oh, here. Found it. Thank you.
Kenpachi, don't know.
That's not Kenpachi.
That's not Kenpachi, man. That's Kisuke.
Kisuke Urahara.
Kisuke,
also
thank
from
you. I
Naruto,
got it mixed up.
versus
Kisuke.
Frankenstein from Soul Eater.
Oh, this is Stein.
Oh, that's Stein?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I vaguely do, so I'll put it in mid for now. Remember, each
I'd
match
rather
costs
just do
350
Stein
to
versus
pitch.
Foss.
And remember, kids, for $350, you could show your body pillows to people, or you could come across as a massive asshole.
Or you could do the third option, but we're not there yet.
True.
But, yeah, I'd rather just do a boss time. But hey, at least it isn't Gojo.
Yeah, I don't like Gojo versus
Hey,
Kisuke.
I'm talking very shoes earlier.
No, we don't like. I don't like Miraculous Ladybug as a series. Instant D tier.
I hate Ladybug, but I don't think this idea sounds that bad.
Oh.
Also, given from what I've learned about both characters, I'm pretty sure it's a Skitter W. So.
All right, I'll give it a tap.
B tier.
Also, yeah, someone does prefer Miraculous Ladybug versus Randy Cunningham. Fair enough, that is the best for both of you.
Hot take. I do not like that idea.
I think for me, the funniest idea that Ladybug has is the comic version of Mantis.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Audience, for context, we brought this up during a stream when he was in the Marvel Rebels thumbnail stream part 2, when he was making a thumbnail for Mantis. I brought up Ladybug as a joke after he told me about Mantis's comic history. And how it's literally insect-themed superheroes who are Mary Sue's.
I mean, more connections than Peter has.
True. Which, thank God, this isn't that matchup. And if y'all are curious on who I want my go to fight, I just rather have Randy fight Jane Shiba from Power Ranger Samurai.
I would be interested to see how they do Ladybug, because her main shtick is I forget what the thing is called, but like it turns into exactly what she needs.
Lucky Charm.
To fix whatever problem. Yeah, the Lucky Charm. Yeah, that turns into whatever fixes the problem she currently has, and that.
What?
So in
You
other
could
words,
very
literally
easily
Mary Sue.
You could very easily NLF the shit out of that thing, and like, I don't know. It makes me curious as to what Death Metal's gonna do with it, and I imagine what I just said is why
Funny
they
enough,
haven't
it
used her
doesn't
yet.
even matter. She still has to be fast enough to use it.
Yeah, that's a fair point actually, and also
Wait,
determines
it's
what
like
the
your
limits
fucking
of that
dog's
thing
on
even
her.
are. Like I am.
He's not as much as I hate
like-
the matchup. Peter fucking dogs on her.
Yeah, like. Yeah, I'm not talking about matchups. Like I am. Honestly, from that basis alone, even though I don't care for Miraculous, I'd be okay seeing Ladybug just to see what Death Metal does with it.
If it means Ladybug loses, I guess.
I don't care win or lose.
I just don't fucking like Miraculous, man. Thomas Astroff fucking deserves it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I have a put up.
To be fair, I've heard the creator is a shitty person, but we
Yeah,
separate.
Claire's an asshole.
to
Treats her like a. Treats her like a fucking.
I like to separate the art from the
also
artist.
transitions into Mantis again, because again, they also have creators who treat them like the second coming of Christ.
We have derailed this into conversation.
Yeah, Bruce just brought up.
Yeah, but about the separate artists from art, but like.
Dream thing.
Yeah, but like real quick, when they separate from artist thing, I'm pretty sure that exact reason is why Dobby versus Golem didn't get bombs here.
So anyway, what's the next match?
But yeah,
Link versus
cool
Adol.
matchup. I guess this is my preferred for Ladybug, even though I've heard some things about it.
Honestly, Ys is such an underrated series, and I wish it was more well known.
I mainly know
don't
Ys
think-
from Josh Scorcher.
I don't
No
think
opinion.
Link work. I don't really. I mean, I can see why. I can see the vision, but like, I don't really get the connection.
Oh yeah, one
Oh
thing I
my
forgot
god, yeah,
about-
his name is one letter off, isn't it?
His one name is one letter off on the funny Austrian man. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm putting it in a beard here just out of pity.
The what?
Actually, I think it's
Oh,
pronounced
one-
Adol,
oh, wait. He's one letter off the what?
So the
off of being named Adolf.
yeah,
Oh,
Adol.
no.
But hey, it's okay. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
we used the
okay.
short A for his name. It's Adol.
Alright, also, one thing I forgot to bring up with Ladybug Skitter, I'm interested in checking out Worm.
Fair. Oh, they're from Rome. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh hey, here's Turok's pitch, most likely.
Who's who?
Turok with an accent.
Alright, so who's the characters here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what he's gonna pitch. Lizard Man, Reptile, this is his most wanted.
Oh, is this most wanted?
I just finished East 8 and 9, and I love Adel, but I don't think Link. Yeah, I don't really like Link versus Adel either. I'd probably put it in D personally.
Ooh, that's a
Say,
harsh one.
I guess. Sure.
Alright, so
Anyways, listen
this
to
go-
Reptile. This can go another Air B.
this got a trapped in it.
Yeah, it did.
Just because I love Cold Blood. I love Cold Blood.
Listening to that track is very confusing, I know, but
God,
I like
we
the
need
video.
more fighting game matchups yesterday.
Wait, give me a second. I think I have Cold Blood on my playlist.
The Soul Calibur's been on the show, and it hasn't gotten a single W.
I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get Cold
It's
Blood
been
on
on the
this.
show
Thanks a lot.
twice.
Thanks a
And
lot.
then never
nuts,
again.
Burke.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go try and find Cold Blood. It should be on my playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Also,
here.
real quick, I just want to say we are halfway through the matchups.
We're halfway there.
God.
Yeah. And it's only been less than 2 hours.
Oh hell yeah, we can ace this.
We are approaching it,
But,
though.
alright, I was gonna say, yeah, Soul Calibur's been on a massive losing streak and has been on the show since fucking season 2. Thanks a lot, Nuts Burke.
That's good to know, but I just did the next matchup. Check Pete tier.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, this idea is peak. I fucking
Yeah.
love this.
I love Loki,
Loki-
versus Kefka.
Yeah, Loki versus Kefka sounds like it would be fun as hell.
Someone
And
played Blood
here
Sugar because
we
we
are,
played
the
that.
second EXT idea, kind of. Lord X Air Fan.
It's, yeah.
It's cool.
Okay, I scuba on a chair. I do.
This is cool, I guess. This can go in B.
Yeah, I think it's cool. There is a better matchup for EXE that we'll get to, and at least it's not this.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Lucina versus Estelle. I've heard good things about this one.
No opinion.
I'd probably put it in B tier.
I have an opinion on it, but sure.
Alright.
I'd be down. I have a friend who really likes the Trails games.
Lucy Alear.
Don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't care for it, but I don't mind it.
No opinion.
What are your thoughts on fan-made characters being in Death Battle? It depends on the fan-made series.
Depends
Yeah.
on the series.
Yeah. Opinion on Lucina versus Growfowl? Fucking hate that matchup.
I think it's cool.
Fine.
Like, there's a lot of
The
things that...
connections work.
Admittedly, there are a
I'd
lot
be
of things that I have offended against. Lucina versus Growfowl is one of them. My second pick... Oh, wait.
I have my own stance. I know Jukum, guy on the research team, really likes that matchup. I'd be interested to see him work on it and see what he does with it.
Yeah, I'd be happy to see what Jukum does.
Also...
I'd be okay. I'd be okay just seeing that episode from that basis alone, considering we have someone on the team who is passionate about it, but I think-
cannot be
Yeah.
saved. Also, we are approaching Kino's second pitch with Lucy versus Alia. I do think the matchup can work. I hope this is good enough to make up for
I
Finn
just
versus...
don't really have an opinion.
Yeah, I hope this is
actually,
good.
honestly, thinking about how Flip might actually be a fighter in the Colliding with a Chance of Meatballs cartoon is making me change my stance a bit. Like, that was my take on it.
I am
so-
willing to move it up a tier if you want to.
Yeah, we can.
Let's go!
Fine.
Oh, sorry,
Sorry,
Ross.
Ross. You're outvoted now.
Now you're the one outvoted.
Happy, sure. Again, I'm still on the stance of I just don't want to play on the show.
Yeah.
I just don't care
Yeah.
about him.
You don't have to move it up if you don't
No.
want to. Nah, I wanted to move it up.
Also,
See, it
also,
was down there because Ethan was
also-
outvoted.
I forgot to bring this up, but I had the worst fucking experience with the Flint Glazer ever.
Oh no, do not remind me of that guy!
Yeah,
No,
I'm
the
not gonna
Vietnam
talk- I'm
flashbacks
not
are
gonna
coming
name
back!
names. I'm not gonna name names, but yeah, that experience just made me not want to play on ever.
The Vietnam flashbacks. They're prevalent.
You're welcome.
How much Death Battle is made from this entire thing? 350 times the amount of matchups. Yeah, how many matchups are pitched, actually?
A total of the ones that are on here, a total of 243. So
2, 4
we're
Damn.
2, 4, 3 times 3.
and so far we have ranked 130.
Alright, so according to the calculator that I just used, they made just over 85k from pitches.
God damn.
Death Battle fans,
Jesus!
Death Battle fans are loaded.
We're passionate,
other
motherfuckers.
matchup, this is Yoon, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
I remember seeing it around, and honestly, probably my preferred for Lucy.
Yeah, fair.
It'd make a friend of mine happy, so sure.
I know exactly who you mean. I think Kino knows exactly who you mean. Screw Glazing is just fictional characters, dude. Yeah, I'm okay with you liking a character, but there's no reason to wang them off the ends of the earth.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably put this in the same tier as Lucy versus Alia.
It's no peak, but Evan, you know what
Hi.
is peak? Hey, Evan, can we put this in S tier? Can we please? Can we please? Can we?
God. Storms, you're the tiebreaker. Where would you put... Storms, you're the tiebreaker. Where would you put this?
Luigi, they don't have very many connections besides hunting ghosts and...
To be
I
fair,
feel-
you don't need to make a fucking deep matchup of Luigi and Pac-Man of all characters.
Yeah, you
Could
don't
be
need-
fun,
I'm
but
not-
I don't know. I just don't really care for this matchup, to be honest, so...
How about we put B tier as a compromise?
Yeah, compromise. If Ross would have put it in S, I would have put it in E.
Yeah, this is one of my
And
most
I would-
wanted. This is literally
I
my
would
top
say C.
50. I fucking love this so much.
Yeah.
I just think that a Luigi
Also, I would
matchup that...
love Jordan.
I just want
I
a
remember he
Luigi...
posted a demo reel for it on his channel, and it looks so good.
For a Luigi matchup, I wanted to go over two things. The first one is obviously the ghost hunting, but the second one is at least, like, go into his relationship with his brother.
Well, this next matchup kind of does that.
Oh yeah, it actually does kind of do that, but I would put it
Fair
as
enough
here.
for Luigi. I like this.
Yeah,
I don't really like Luigi's matchup spread, to be honest.
Luigi has an awful matchup spread.
Yeah.
I think his spread
Tails
is
was it-
okay.
Honestly, Tails was his best matchup.
Oh, apparently we got AM versus the last one of Alcatraz. I don't think AM versus versus. I don't think that fucking Kate Slap of Concrete works.
I think Am works fine. Well, mainly because I'd have to educate Evan on a fucking I have no mouth and I have a screen because there's a lot of stuff in it.
Perish.
But on the matchup itself, I don't really get. I kind of get it. People. Well, I won't call Amp a person, but be alien. Not really alien like beings, just like be separate beings from humanity's race that use them as weapons for war, and thus were driven mad because of it. I kind of get it. I'm just not too deep into it. If you want my preferred Am idea, I'd prefer Calypso from Twisted Metal.
Yeah. Anyways, next is.
And it was oh come on.
I am going to defend this. I will defend this bitch. I will defend it.
I think the matchup is like a B tier in my opinion.
I prefer Felix the Cat
it's a
versus
B tier-
Pac-Man.
It's a B tier for me as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I prefer Luz versus Anne.
I'm outvoted here.
I still prefer Ann lose. And I will say, I don't think the pitch is bad. Like
Yeah.
it's just a B tier. It just has one really fucking big problem dragging it down, in my opinion.
It has a poorly like described slide, but besides that, it's not
Everything else is good. The rest, everything else is good, but
that one
problem
slide
is
needed
really
work. That one slide
fucking
needed
big
work.
Problem.
But
But I will say, I love how the guy's been addressing criticism.
yeah, he
and how
did
actually
a lot better than a
pretty-
certain other matchup pitch that we know of.
Other than garbage.
Someone said they prefer Felix the Cat versus Pac-Man. Yeah, same with me. I prefer that.
I get Felix versus Pac-Man. I think Felix has better ideas. I've been hooked on Felix versus Doraemon.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. There are
Alright,
three
MacGyver versus
different
DAG.
Lusako
This
pitches.
is literally my dad, the matchup.
Well, I'm sold.
Oh no, wait, what am I saying? My dad, the matchup is Hulk versus Godzilla. Never mind.
Oh.
This sounds
Hulk
fun.
versus Godzilla's hot garbage. I'm sorry.
I don't like it either.
Hulk versus Godzilla is just would probably be the matchup my dad would really like to see. He's a huge Hulk fan, and I know he likes Godzilla.
If we're talking about
Honestly,
matchups on...
Honestly, if you want a matchup that where the big selling point is the size different, may I introduce you to Eren Yeager versus Ken Kaneki?
I do want to say though, I've heard things about Hulk being able to change his size, so.
Well, cool.
So I do want to say,
Well, I
Hulk
guess-
referencing so long gay Bowser would be really funny.
So long, dragon thing.
God.
Also, real
Also,
quick.
I don't know if you were there for this, Storms, but Focus's Godzilla still has some of the best track name ideas ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Me and Evan
Meltdown
are
is
both on
so
that
awesome.
Meltdown being the
quality of
track
an
name for it.
episode.
Like, Meltdown goes so hard as a name.
I mean,
But-
sure it does, but it's a track name. It's a tertiary.
I
fact
oh no
at
no
the
no
end of
I
the
know.
day.
I'm saying me and Evan were talking about how it has some of the best track name ideas ever.
Yeah, that's the main thing I like about Hoaxilla so far. The track names are sick, but besides that, not really.
Yeah, that's you get one, buddy. You're a snore fest.
Percy, why you
I
fighting
say,
Lapis?
Meltdown-
Go fight. Oh.
It's also I can't talk. I was gonna say we bought this early up on stream, but I don't think you were there for it. But I was saying another idea I really like is Mankind's Mistakes.
That's another one, yeah. I do prefer
I-
Meltdown. Also,
I do like Meltdown. That's pretty cool.
Percy...
So anyway,
Yeah,
can
someone-
we get to the next matchup?
All right,
before we fall
what's
asleep
next?
to the-
I wanted to mention that the next, like, that
Oh,
matchup
God.
that my dad would like would be, Baytooth.
All right.
Where would this go?
I like the pitch, but the matchup fucking sucks in my opinion. I'm sorry.
I don't really
I say
care.
E tier. I'm saying E tier. As a fan of both characters and both series, this just isn't it.
I think this is E tier? I keep going.
Especially considering this is 2003 Donatello, this doesn't work. Thematically, it just doesn't work.
Alright, what's next?
Master
Chief
Chief
To be
versus
honest,
Master
it's
Shepard.
kind of hard carried by Dragon Form Donnie versus Calamity Marcy.
Honestly, after Master Chief versus Doomslayer, kind of underwhelmed. I mean-
I like it. I'd say B
Master
tier.
Chief did still get a good episode in season 1, so I'll live, actually.
I'll
There's
say,
more
I'll say B tier.
Chief clears Shepard. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Let's just see if Shepard goes above 30 megatons.
True. Medaka versus...
Madoka Gar. Oh, put this in F. Put
Yeah,
this in F.
nah. Oh, F. Okay, got you.
I did not know this got added to the list. What is this? What the fuck is this?
We are not cooking today, chat.
Yo, we are cooking with though.
Not this.
Nah, I'd say put it up a tier. I thought this in A, but the compromise we can do B.
Yeah, fair.
Granted, I'd
yeah.
rather just have a
I've-
rematch between
yeah.
Shadow. I'd rather just do a rematch of Shadow versus Mewtwo, but I
Yeah.
still like this idea.
I'd rather do the Shadow rematch, too.
I mean, this
Well-
would be Shadow's 4th appearance, but yeah.
I mean, again, I don't
Yeah,
think...
I'm sorry.
Honestly-
That matchup got so done dirty. I just wanted to have some justice.
There is so much
Mhm.
peak you can do with that matchup, to be fair. I prefer Superman for
Also, we haven't
Medaka.
had a Sprite. Also, we literally haven't even had one Sprite rematch yet.
Mephiles versus Girahim. I
B tier.
don't get it.
What you trying to go for?
Mephiles versus Girahim honestly kind of fucks. Okay,
I
I'll
think
take
B tier.
I see it. I
I'll
see
take-
it.
I'll take your guys' word for it, but I do prefer V from Devil May Cry from Mephiles. That or Dementia.
There's a few other ideas from Mephiles I like. I've been getting into fuck, what was his name? Give me a sec. I gotta fucking find it. This was in the pitch chat. Where is it? Is it where is it? Where are you? You're like one of the last ones we did. Vanitas from Kingdom Hearts. I've been getting into that one recently.
Vanitas?
Yeah, Vanitas.
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 It's Benitas! It's literally pronounced Benitas!
Whatever.
Thoughts on Tsumugi Shirogane
Whatever,
versus the Mirror?
Volkswagen.
Okay.
Vanitas, Volkswagen, whatever.
Where did the Volkswagen come from?
In terms of Mephiles ideas in general, I say my favorite might be the Lady Bone Demon from Lego Monkey Kid.
Yeah.
But Mephiles has some pretty good ideas.
Yeah, thoughts on Tsumugi Shirogane versus the Mimic. Just between, this is gonna be noted for, like, everyone for me, because, what was it? I say there's a lot on my channel, but I don't think I've said it in the live stream yet. Danganronpa does not work in versus.
I say I'd rather just be down for like maybe a Monokuma.
Except for
episode,
Monokuma.
depending on what you can do with the rest of
The fact
cast.
that I don't think Danganronpa works in versus is why I think Koro Sensei wins.
And I'm still on the defense of Monokuma winning.
Nah, I'm gonna side with Koro Sensei. I don't care how many people disagree with me.
God, we're gonna get another sequel to V White, aren't we?
Someone on its Death Battle cast did make a really good point for Koro Sensei, so you know.
Whoever did that, I give you all of my praise.
It's a guy that researched SCP, I think.
We are so back.
Yeah, I think it was the guy who researched 682. But to be fair, it's not like he needed to, since I'm pretty sure 682 just won already.
Oh yeah, no one. I'm pretty sure they had like a DC person going in, and they repped fucking 682. You knew Doomsday was fucked.
All right, but
I don't know who the next
not
characters
to
are.
get sidetracked, but our thoughts on the matchup, I guess. I mean, as a joke, it sounds funny.
Wait, what did we just put in? I forgot.
No, I meant Sumugi.
Oh,
Fucking.
Tsumugi Mimic.
As a joke, it sounds funny. But that's all it has going for it.
Yeah, I don't like. Who are these characters?
Enid from OKKO, and I think this bitch from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Yeah, Misty from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Concept
I don't get it.
Show.
Someone, well, I don't get it. This can go like D tier.
Yeah, I don't think me and Stones can argue here. We haven't watched either.
Morgoth versus I don't know.
Helena White Strake from Elder Scrolls.
No opinion.
Yeah, fucking who?
I mean, it sounds like another high fantasy episode. I'd be down, but I don't know the connections.
Yeah.
Morgoth's Turk, I really like this idea.
I've
This
heard
can go
good
in
things
A tier.
about this one. I know Fan Battle has done it.
Really like this idea. This can go in A tier.
A tier, that's this one. Mother Gothel versus, I want to say, Corella?
This is the witch from Into the Woods.
Oh, okay. Does Mother
I
Gothel
like
even
it.
fight?
This can go in B tier.
I don't think Mother Gothel fights.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm gonna put it.
There's probably more stuff we can look into. I'd say B tier. I like what it's going for.
I'll put it C then, just in case she
Yeah.
can fight. But I don't know.
Also,
I
this
haven't
is
seen it
just
yet.
my goat with Gargoyle.
I mean, we've been proven wrong with Flint, or at least I've been proven wrong with Flint. So
Yeah.
Oh no, I just don't like Flint. And also,
Yeah, that's it.
again, I deserve the worst fucking Flint Glazer ever, but that is not the story for today.
The pitch list is the fact that it could be a musical. Could be unique.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Also,
Okay,
again, I brought.
you know
I
what?
said this earlier, but I don't know if y'all heard me. This was pitched by my fucking goat, Carboy.
Lucara Boy?
Yeah, one of my favorite reviewers.
honestly, a death battle fight animation that's a musical. I fuck with that idea, honestly.
I'd say maybe this or Sweeney Todd versus the Phantom would be cool.
Yes, sir. What's next? N versus, I think that's another
And
character.
versus who?
Yeah, that's Nagato from Naruto.
Don't know who
No
this is.
opinion. I've never heard this idea up until
Yeah,
now.
I don't know who that is. Wait a second. No.
Nope, this idea sucks. Fuck this idea. I'm sorry
Anyways,
if you like
carrying
it.
on. Just like how Paragon could be rhythm based.
I do think it's a neat idea, Naruto versus Luffy.
That's
I
why I'm
don't
putting
like
honestly-
it.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting it in D tier because I know Storms might be a fan of it, but us two aren't. That's the
I mean,
compromise.
I'm not too crazy about it, but like,
Natsu just does this. Natsu is
Naruto does need a run back.
yeah. This
I
just
like-
isn't it. Natsu literally just does this idea better.
What do you think of Genie versus Beetlejuice?
I've seen this thrown around. I
It's fine.
kind of like it, but I'm not that passionate over it. I still prefer Beetlejuice versus the Mask.
Yeah, I prefer Beetlejuice versus Mask. Anyways, next up, Nemesis for Magician. This should go in the high tiers.
I like this.
I'd
A
say,
tier.
yeah, I was gonna say A tier.
Also,
Nemesis
the fact that
used to
there's
be the
there's
bane of my
also,
existence when I started playing DBD.
oh yeah, and also I can take solace in the fact knowing that there's a fucking star that is named Nemesis First Magician. I am not joking.
Oh my dick.
Go
Yeah,
watch the pitch if you want to. There's a whole list of merch. They literally say there's a star named after the matchup.
Yeah, that dude.
Literally
yeah,
written
I
in
can't
the
wait for
stars
them
that they're
to
gonna
be in
do
like
the matchup.
astronomy
Yeah.
class
Oh
and
my
like,
god.
UX
what's that
is-
one called? Oh my dear boy, that one's called the Nemesis versus Magician.
UX, the picture UX is insane. Let's say that.
Yeah, they made a whole cake for the matchup. I fucking respect this dedication so much.
All right, next is Neptune versus
Neptune versus Lahal. Oh god,
Yeah.
the PTSD's coming back. The PTSD.
Oh, this is the character who had the body pillow on them during you know what pitch.
Ignoring that, I think the idea is really cool. I'd say maybe
Yeah,
A
the
or
idea
B
is
tier.
cool. I'm gonna put him B. I should know my Discord. He a cool dude. Yeah, I think UX is fine as a person. I'm okay with UX.
Who?
Thoughts? UX, the picture for Nemesis versus Magician.
Oh yeah.
Oh, someone
Okay, I
asked-
respect the amount of dedication that guy has.
Yeah, I like you. I think UX's dedication is fucking insane. Thoughts on Ultron versus
Again,
Reverse
anyone
Flash?
who names a star after a fucking matchup has my respect tenfold.
Yeah, but thoughts on Ultron versus Reverse Flash? Don't like it.
I think it's fine.
I don't think it does what I want for Fallen.
In terms of Ultron ideas, I'd rather do Vengex.
I'd
But
rather do.
I'd rather just use Infinity Ultron, have him fight Heaven
Have
Ascension
him fight
Dio.
Heaven Ascent Dio.
Yeah, that's fair. But if
I wouldn't mind either. I just want to see Ultron come back one day.
if Ultron comes back, I'd rather he fight Altair.
To be fair, I'm the Power Rangers guy, so
Yeah, fair.
Maybe you
Eight
guys
se-
can tell already, but I am like not into the idea of returners, especially
Yeah.
after we're having like especially after they're fucking like rabbits this season.
all right.
Don't use that analogy again. You
next.
versus Yugi. I mean, Carball. Fine. No. I don't care what you say. No.
S versus Fricks goes hard. I'm
It's
sorry.
cool. I
doesn't.
like it.
It's a good matchup.
Why
Let's
am
be
I
here and
unvoted?
compromise. Let's be here and compromise. Okay.
Curse you, negative opinions!
I mean, Fan Battle did the matchup.
Jump. Anyways, Yul versus Sakamoto. Bad. I don't know why it's popular.
And I'd rather just Rina versus Sakamoto.
Yeah, I'd rather have
Is it
Rika
Rina?
versus Sakamoto, and I don't think
Rika,
I want Yul.
thank you.
Yeah, Rika from
Rika, thank
Kindergarten
you. That's
Wall.
what it is. Rika, not Rina. I'm an idiot.
Don't worry, you're fine. I don't think Yul has anyone I like
Alright,
at the moment.
Noctis. I think this is Noctis.
That is
Yeah,
Noctis,
that's not
yes.
Versus who?
Looks
Luger,
Tails-ish?
Will Kresnik from Tales of Exilia 2.
Don't know.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
I don't know the Tails character.
Really.
What is your opinion on the track name Your Turn to Lie? Oh, that's for Kokichi versus Suyori. I think that track name goes.
That name goes hard.
I like
yeah,
the
that's a pretty good idea.
I like the track name. That is what they gave the commission track for Farewell.
Alright.
I don't
Obi-Wan
want to talk about
versus
the match myself.
Gandalf. Holy mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God this was a pitch matchup and not what they picked.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Obi-Wan's just fine being left with Kakashi and
Wait, where did you put it? Oh yeah, mid. Alright, Omori Room, put this in A tier. This is so fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna put an S, but A is also a good compromise. I like this
Yeah,
matchup.
again, I prefer Mori batter, but I am not gonna
I
lie,
know.
this idea goes so hard.
Folsom
Also,
Pi-
fun fact, I apparently learned Boisvert isn't the actual name or actual pronunciation.
Oh.
It's pronounced Boisvert, it's French.
Oh, okay. I can see the BG matchup from here. Wait, BG?
Where's the BG matchup?
Well, Strong Joke tells us that. Thoughts on Patrick Bateman versus Arthur Fleck. Peak. That's peak. I love that matchup.
That idea goes so hard.
It goes hard. I do wish Joker 2 wasn't.
Alright, who's next?
Akechi versus
Also,
Joker,
I
that
just
sounds
found out.
awesome.
I just found out the Club Penguin matchup.
What is it?
Mundo Gaturo.
Don't know what it is.
Still doesn't
Yeah,
help much, but
Yeah, that's their name.
At least we know what it is now.
It's still
Yeah.
going in B tier because I don't know about them, but Club Penguin and Def L's funny.
Yeah. Who's
Null
Null
versus
against?
who?
Null versus Oryx from Destiny.
No opinion.
Could not give two shits about Destiny.
Papyrus versus Gonzo. As a joke, this is funny. In general, C tier, I guess. I don't know what this holds, but but fuck it, this could be more thematic than I know. But it sounds funny.
Yeah, I think the main consensus.
Sounds funny.
Yeah, the main consensus
That's
is
the
that.
thing that saved it. It's funny at least.
Yeah, the main consensus for this matchup is that it's cool, but people prefer what was it? What was his name? Giovanni from Elephant Race.
I'd prefer that for Papyrus. This is funny. Also, I'm nostalgic for Muppets, so sure.
It's one of the matchups, Madeko versus Garo. Yes, that's this one.
Yeah, it's that one. What the fuck?
I don't even want to know. One of the I think this is
Pathfinder versus Bastion.
I know. Overwatch versus
Pathfinder from Apex Legends versus
Bastion from Overwatch.
Yeah, aka the guy who gets play of the game 24/7.
So
yeah, I'm gonna put this in.
Listen.
And then Pathfinder is the guy that goes, "This is my favorite part." Exciting.
Honestly, I kind of prefer Omega for Bastion. Maybe Gamma if you really
I prefer Omega
care
versus
about the
Blade Wolf.
bird.
And Blade Wolf gonna get swept.
But yeah, listen. If you do a Bastion episode and you don't have him getting play of the game at least once, you're doing it wrong.
Fair.
All right.
I've seen powerful.
Speaking of good ideas,
give it a sec. I've seen powerful Chainsaw Man thrown around for Papyrus as well. Ah, yes, the matchup that prefers a simple playdate to getting groped.
What?
Yeah, I don't like Power vs. Papyrus whatsoever. I think
Anyways, time to talk about a really fun idea.
Oh yeah, I like this matchup. I don't.
I love this so much.
Yeah, I'm willing to put this in A tier. I need to try both games, but S tier is definitely a close contender.
It is so close.
Yeah, but before we
oh boy, time to get killed.
Yeah, but before we continue, I just gotta say, Power is easily my least favorite choice for Papyrus. Okay, carry on.
Oh yeah, Power vs. Papyrus? Yeah, I don't get it. Anyways, oh boy.
Yeah,
this is a massive guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh, okay. I'll put that in it then.
I say B. Put it up in B, if you want.
I don't think Storms has an opinion.
I think it sounds fun.
Yeah,
Storms, what do you think?
I don't know the matchup very well. Honestly, honestly, just from vibes, I do prefer Percy versus Zagreus.
I fucking hate that matchup so much.
That matchup's bad.
For me.
Don't like Percy versus Zagreus.
Yeah, but also I don't really know enough about the characters to really say.
Also,
either way, I also just don't think Pitt should come back. He's gotten new material.
Nah, I think Pitt deserves to run back.
Yeah, Pitt deserves to run back. I mean, he won't get run back because
thanks, Sam.
Storms, but
I do
still.
want to say, Balbanner fucking ruined Percy Zagreus for me because Sam just uses that matchup as an excuse to shit on Pitt so much.
This is why I don't watch Ballot Banter, because I don't really like Sam's attitude and like a lot of things he's in.
Also, you need money.
True. Also,
I mean, I do have a championship, but yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, this matchup, it's cool. I like it.
It's fine enough.
Also, while we're talking about Lapis, go watch Chaos vs. Lapis 2025 when it comes out from the Bay Club. Go watch it. It's gonna be awesome.
Or, if you want, watch my reaction to it.
When it comes out.
When it comes out, yes. Also, Power should fight coming from the Night in Birth. I mean, admittedly, I'm one of the few people who want a Night in Birth on Death Valve. I mean, it has one of my most wanted in it, but... What was it? I think the dialogue could go hard, but I prefer Carmine versus Carnage from Marvel.
Carnage has a few other ideas I like. Anyways, who the hell is Fry fighting?
Yeah, I don't know who Fry's fighting.
We're talking about
Fry from Futurama.
Yeah.
Oh, David Lister from Red Dwarf.
Don't know what that is.
Fry versus Gary Godspeed.
Well, I don't know the characters, so well, I know Fry, but I don't know this guy.
Yeah, we don't know either. I was gonna say, if you want to do a Fry idea, I just do Gary Godspeed from Final Space.
What's your opinion on all the Hajime matchups? I
Phoenix
don't know.
and Maya versus Makoto and Kyoko.
I think this can go. I put this in B tier. I think B tier because I think I prefer is just Phoenix versus Makoto.
No.
I find
Phoenix
it funny how this is
I'm gonna be honest.
Actually, no.
Phoenix has more connections with Kyoko than he does Makoto, to be honest. Like, I think they're inherently more similar.
To be fair, I
prefer this matchup. I'd prefer this matchup if it were like, if it just as this. So.
I think the main thing about these two is that, like, Makoto is kind of hard carried by Kyoko at some points, and same with Phoenix and Maya.
And you know
Like-
what the funny part is?
Well,
This is somehow better than like 99% of Kyoko's ideas.
I prefer this over Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton, I'm gonna be real.
I think that one's fine. I also like Layton versus Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, fair, but... Yeah, I
You
also
know,
like...
Evan, the other British matchup.
I do think that Lucky Bluff could be a pretty good track name.
All right,
Because Ultimate Lucky Student
what's next?
versus Bluff's his way to victory. Yeah, nah, don't win
Composite
this.
Composite Pikachu versus Composite Jack Frost. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't really care. What are you?
Problem
What
versus
exactly is
Chopper,
getting
Beater.
composited here? Like,
I
I guess
think-
all Pokemon material.
If I had to
all-
guess, they're also including
Shin
Smash
Megami
Bros.
Tensei
It's like Pokken, Pokemon trading cards.
In that case, isn't Pikachu already a composite?
Not really, no.
Not really.
Huh.
Also, thoughts on Utsa from
Because
One
then we'd have to
Piece.
bring in after Pikachu, and that makes Pikachu multiversal.
Yeah. Thoughts on Utsa from One Piece Red versus Mr. Tenma from Deltarune Chapter 3. I haven't played Deltarune Chapter 3. So I can't comment.
Next one, Piranha Plant Chopper. It sounds funny. B
S,
tier.
S, 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 S. Okay. Okay, carry on.
We can compromise with A tier.
Okay. Okay. Next is... Oh,
S S S S S S S S S S S.
this is gonna be the all power up versus Jumper. I used to dislike this matchup, but nowadays, now that I played fucking Hades, I think it's pretty cool.
I really like this. I just rather do this, but damn it, Liam.
Damn you, Sam!
Sam, Liam, why?
Probably 'cause
Wait, is
Pit-
that-
I mean, no. Their reason isn't valid. Actually, I was about to say probably because Pit doesn't need a run back, but no, that's what
No,
you said
Sam just
something
Sam
completely
just
different. They
doesn't
just
like
don't
Kid
Pit.
Icarus.
No.
Let me
No. It's not that he doesn't like Kid Icarus, because they like the idea of Dark Pit versus Lilith. He just hates Pit.
Oh wow. Yo, Chapter Despair, love this song. Yeah, for the matchup being as infamous as it is, it does have a good vocal track.
All right, what's next?
Pinocchio, Liza P. Pinocchio
Pinocchio
versus
versus
American
Alice.
McCray Alice.
No opinion. Haven't played either game.
I put it in P. I honestly think this
B or
goes so
D?
hard. I'm willing to put it in B or A, based on compromise.
B, I guess. I haven't played any of these games. I know
think-
Alice is really fucked up.
Yeah, from what I know about American McCree's Alice, it's messed up.
I've seen stuff from that game, and oh god.
Madness Returns is fucking dark.
Yeah, Madness Returns is fucked up.
What did Pitt do to Sam? I have no idea.
I have no idea. Even though I'm
You
pretty sure
really
Pit
hate
won.
researching him when putting him against Sora, which honestly I still say is his best matchup.
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure Pit beats Zagreus. Anyways,
I-
Pit Mau can go in 8th here.
I have Zagreus being Pitt.
No. I mean like Sora being Pit's best matchup.
I know. Oh no, I was just saying, like, someone said, what did Pit do to Zagreus? I'm pretty sure the real thing would be, what the hell did Zagreus ever do to Pit? Anyways, Evan, you can gush.
Oh yeah, it's the what's
You
this?
toy maker.
Oh yeah, Q Toy Maker. I've gone to Doctor Who thanks to Death Valve. I've warmed up a bit to this matchup. I think I still prefer Discord for Q, but I'm willing to put it in B or A.
And then I already know you're preferred for fucking toy maker.
I just want to see the L House die horribly.
You're talking about a child. Calm down.
Owl House has no exceptions.
For context, Storm's his preferred matchup for toy maker is the collector.
No idea who that is.
Al House, you know that kid with the white hair, purple pajama.
Admittedly, I haven't really seen Owl House. But
Well,
honestly,
speaking of Owl House, Evan, look, ooh.
Admittedly, I do kind of vibe with this idea.
I get Crow Ida.
I think
get
it's
it. I'd say
I think it's B tier. Yeah, B tier. I have one match.
Who's that?
Someone in my chat just mentioned Toymaker versus Collector again. Being escaping. Yeah, I already know about that matchup.
Quantum Source Rex versus Grimlock. I like this. I'd say A tier. I'd be down for more Transformers.
What are you doing here? Where's Aizen? Wait, someone likes Toymaker versus Collector. I'm not alone. It's a tough road out here, bro.
All right, Quote versus Reg.
Oh, this
I've heard Made in the Abyss is really fucked up.
Oh, it is.
B tier. I don't know much about these two.
Yeah, I think B tier is gonna be the best one compromise.
Rachel Ramilia.
Fire. Yeah, it's fire. I put it A tier, partially because
again, after we were talking knowledge, so
I'm putting it A tier because here's another fact for new people here. I fucking love vampires.
Vampires are cool.
I love them.
Also, this is better than Ramilia versus Vegeta.
Yeah. That's here.
I'm glad we both agreed on that one.
I was gonna say A tier because again, lack of knowledge holds back.
Ass tier. Okay,
Well,
I'm
you
sorry.
guys put it as you want.
My most one.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
fair enough.
Magic that got pitched by an actual Fangin creator.
Oh yeah, this is pitched by the person who made cartoons in Danganronpa, right?
Yeah, cheesy bastard.
Yeah.
This can go in A tier. I've gotten into this.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll take your word from it. I don't know anything about the characters.
It's also apparently actually close.
I see.
Yeah,
Shang-
that pitch basically said they're just dead even stats.
Baldur's Gate 3 versus Shang Tsung, I think.
Shang Tsung.
Who's
I think this is Ralph.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
Raphael.
Raphael.
Yeah, it's Raphael from Baldur's Gate.
This can go in B tier. I get it.
All right, I'll take your word from it. I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah.
Not in the trap.
No, do not put it there. Do not put it there. No, do not put that. That was an honest mistake. That was an honest mistake.
That matchup's name is not Mud.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a few other ideas that are named.
Its name is Peak.
Yeah.
No, personally, I'd have put it in A just because of my own life.
I just don't know any of these.
honestly...
I just don't know much about this. Though there is another Byleth idea I've been getting.
Keep it in Peak. Keep it in Peak.
Yeah,
Got it.
but I do want to say there's a different Byleth idea I've been getting a bit more hooked on.
Kakashi or Obi-Wan?
It's none of them.
Oh, okay.
It's Noble Six from Halo.
Oh, yeah. Don't get it. Thoughts on Alistair versus Black Hat? The most one-sided thing
Kind
ever.
of a guilty pleasure of mine. I like it.
It's fine enough connections-wise, but Jesus Christ, Alistair dies horribly. I mean, that's good, but that's not the point.
To be fair, you can make a good episode out of a stomp.
I mean,
The Reds and Blues versus TF2. I like this. I just rather just do Soldier Sarge. The rest of the mercs have better ideas.
Yeah, I feel.
I would prefer these the TF2 mercs get their own episodes individually. Personally,
All of them have good ideas.
Yeah, Spy 47,
As
Pyro
has
Law.
Rector. Medic has Rick Tolkien. Scout has Rebecca. Soldier has Sarge, so you could just do that.
Pyro has Black Noir from the boys.
Sniper has two ideas I like: Captain Boomerang and Daisuke from Lupin III. NG has nothing. And Pyro has Black Noir.
Yeah. Alright,
And Devilman has his costume.
Who? I feel like this is Reptile, but I think this is a different Reptile.
Oh yeah, this is Reptile versus Cryptor. Fine, I guess. C tier.
Yeah, I'd say it's fine. Which would you ever see get remade? Tracer versus Scout or Mewtwo versus Shadow? Mewtwo versus Shadow.
Mewtwo
easily.
versus Shadow, no fucking contest.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm the one person who'd say this on planet Earth. I actually do think Tracer vs. Scout is overhated as an episode.
I fucking hate that episode so much. Rexy versus Bruce, this one's funny, B tier.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I know Vis got a vocal track. Myron the Demons. I know this one.
Rin versus...
God, I'd be down to see this just because I remember watching Blue Exorcist a while
I
ago,
know nothing about
and
these
like
two, but
I remember
Blue
really
Exorcist would be
loving
cool.
it. I haven't caught up with it. I have only ever seen the first season because that was all there was at the time. But yeah, I would really love to see ran on Death Battle.
I'd be down to see it, just because there's vampires.
This would be cool, I guess.
Alright. Thoughts on
Just to have an
monkeys?
excuse to get back into the series.
Thoughts on the monkeys versus the plants? Plants versus zombies versus
It's
Bloons
fun.
tower defense. Yeah, I think that's fun.
And the Bay Club is doing this as their finale, as they announced it back in Denji Chavis. So we
Yeah.
will let you know when that episode is finished.
Yeah, anyways, Roxas versus Star Killer.
Rock Star Killer, this is cool. I think it's neat.
Yeah, I think it's fine enough. B tier.
Ooh, now here's peak.
Okay.
No complaints.
What's on Mr. Puzzles versus The Fiend? I know very little about WWE.
Mr. Puzzles versus who?
The Fiend from WWE.
No opinion.
Yeah.
Nice. Coming up, and I'm not ready. And
There's
I am
another
not ready
WWE
to
match
put
for
my-
Puzzles I've
to
seen,
throw
but
my ass
I
into the
don't know
fence.
if that's the Fiend or not.
I don't
Anyway,
I don't know. I don't know.
this is Sato Mao versus Toru.
I know Toru, I just don't know the other one.
I've seen this. I think it sounds funny. This can go in B tier.
Sadao Mao from The Devil is a Part-Timer.
This can go in B tier. I think this
Oh.
sounds funny. Also, that is Tekna. That's Tekna versus Mercury.
Oh yeah, I know people like this matchup. I know the girl on the right from Wings Club. I just
That can go in B tier, but yeah,
Oh,
Sato
God.
Mao, Alpha Toru can go in B
yeah.
tier.
I'm sorry, Stones.
No,
Sorry,
no, no,
Storm.
no, 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 no. That's an
Sorry, this
okay,
this matchup's
probably
name is
that's
Mud.
an A
This
tier
matchup's name is Mud.
A tier, my fucking ass.
A tier, my
We're
ass.
not putting it
Storms, I
in my
got
name as
fucking
Mud. We are
harassed
not
for this
putting it in
matchup.
my name as Mud. Okay.
Fine, fine, okay, fine. It goes and does a cringe.
Fine, it can go in
It
ass.
doesn't go in Dice of Cringe either.
Yes, it does.
Storm.
No, it doesn't.
Storm.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Fine,
does.
fine, fine.
Storms.
E tier. Fine. Put it in E.
Storms. I have a bit of PTSD with this matchup, so you have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I know. You're perfectly valid for not liking it.
Oh my god, that was funny.
But canonically, this matchup's name is Mud.
No, its name is Peak.
My name is Mud.
Alright,
This is
next
why I'm on the
is...
side of Seiya Moon. This is why I'm on the side of Seiya Moon.
Alright, so next is... Satsuki versus someone else. I don't know.
Satsuki who?
Satsuki from oh yeah, you know who that is. Tsubasa Kazunari from Symphogear.
Don't know.
Simple Gear again. I feel like, yeah, we don't know that.
Ooh, I like this next one.
Oh, this one.
This can go in A tier.
God's
This idea goes really
devours
hard.
our world.
My art teacher fucking loves Princess Monosuke.
I remember Satsuki
He
versus
would have
Bruno. That's the
loved-
biggest dynamic issue ever.
I don't know. I fuck with the idea heavy. Sanemura versus Spear and Fang. I'm talking about. I fuck with it so much. I'm interested to see Primal get covered. Astro and Springtrap. This I get. This is more of a joke idea from what I've seen.
Yeah, true. Actually, I'll move it up to see. I'll move it up a bit just because of that.
Let's just give it its own tier called shitpost.
Man, you had an easier time moving that out of My Name is Mud, but apparently Moon versus Monica is the problem child.
Okay, there's a different storm. This one's a joke. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. It's a joke matchup. It's a joke pitch.
Okay.
The post super shit.
I'm running out of funny names. Oh wait, I'm not thinking you.
That is not shit post. That is garbage.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of my plus skin unplugged. No, that's one
There
of
it
my
is.
chargers. Pick it up.
I'll put it up. Put it up. No, put it above. My name is Mud.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm trying to find one of my plugs. It got unplugged and I can't find it. I'm stupid. Found it. Yay. I'm so awesome. And
Nice.
And handsome. Okay, what's the plug on this?
Okay, there's a fact I'm going to get into when we talk about the matchup.
Oh yeah, next is the free Scott Pilgrim matchups.
Yeah.
All right, let me put that there.
All right.
I don't know
know
who the
this
first
guy.
one is.
Yeah, I don't know who it is either.
The first one is Charlie Murder.
Yeah, again, I don't know who this
Charlie
guy is.
Murder.
Don't know him.
God,
Is
Naota
it-
can go in A tier.
Yeah, this is my preferred for Scott.
And then And then, this is my preferred for Scott. I
Oh.
fucking love this idea so much.
This is fucking overrated.
I
don't
fucking
know
love
why
this
it's
idea
popular.
so much.
The connections work. I can definitely see the art styles clashing.
Okay, there's actually an idea I've seen for this. It was based off a piece of art I found. Have Scott be a sprite, and then the rest of it be 3D. I
That is
don't
the
know why
one.
that idea sounds so unique. I'd rather have both in sprites, but I wouldn't mind that idea. But
That
yeah,
is-
I fucking love this so
That
much.
is one thing I'll give this matchup. Travis Scott being the abbreviation is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Travis Scott's the abbreviation is so funny. I put it hold on, not yet. All right, I was gonna say maybe put Scott Travis in A tier to compromise, because I would have put this in S.
Okay.
Anyways, yes, Henry's second coming to speak, and now I can talk about the fact I found. This got pitched 5 times.
Oh god.
What?
Yep, Henry second coming got pitched 5 times apparently.
Oh, we're talking about Henry versus Second Coming.
Oh,
I
thank
thought
God.
it was
Yeah, it got
Sephiroth
pitched
versus
5
Kefka. Like,
fucking
why is that so popular?
I don't know.
It's a
I guess-
same series match. Oh, okay.
I guess
Yeah, no, I'm
Biff,
being too
Raccoon
harsh.
Bro, and Catch Dearest all got together.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm putting Kafka versus Sephiroth in What the Fuck No, because same series
Yeah,
matchup.
no, I don't like this.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was about to
And
say.
the other Sephiroth idea.
That's Sentry from Marvel,
Okay,
right?
I get what this
Yeah,
is
that's
going
Sentry.
for. I get what this is going for. I just don't care.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not surprised given
care
Superman
about
versus
this.
Sentry exists.
Anyways, Evan, I get the gush. I get the gush. Peak.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
think I'm
fucking
gonna
peak.
fight against this
This
one.
is peak. I fucking love this so much. I've been in a Kamen Rider phase recently, and I fucking love him. You're such a
Oh my
petty
God.
asshole, and he clashes so well with Kaiba. And then just having Yu-Gi-Oh and Kamen Rider clash, it sounds like a really fun idea with Kaiba busting out more monsters and spells, and Dan going over his forms more and more. And then Dan's final form versus Blue Eyes White Dragon sounds like it would go so hard. And for the death, since I'm on the defense that Gem likely wins, what I want to do is have the Bugster virus, or the program Dan uses to shut down X8's Gachan. What I want for the death is have Kaiba's dual disc get affected, and thus it makes the monster start glitching out for it to leave an opening for Dan. So what I want is to have a final rider kick, not just through the monster, not on the monster, but goes through it and blows up Kaiba. That idea sounds so cool. Either that or just have him rider kick through it and then have him land one of his finishers on Kaiba. I'm thinking of the one where he just has like multiple clones of himself. I think it's multiple clones. Just have him like jump Kaiba and then final rider kick straight through his chest. And then of course you gotta have it end in an explosion.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
This idea sounds so hard.
Yeah.
Also, this is another idea that has a really cool track name. It's Just a Game goes so hard.
Wow.
Yeah, I fucking love this so much. Probably near my top 50.
Wow, that's fucking hell. You have a lot to say. Alright, before we
I told you
continue...
I had to gush.
Yeah, fair. Before we continue...
So, go watch Kamen Rider X8 Abridged. It is really funny.
Alright. Before we continue, what do we think about Rosalina versus Magalob? Rosalina, I don't want Rosalina on Death Battle.
What are the connections? Like, genuine
no.
question, what are the connections?
I don't want Rosalina on Death Battle.
Nothing. They are space.
Rosalina's the one Mario character I wouldn't get an aneurysm to see scaled.
Yeah.
Also-
I don't know who these two are.
I think I know the one on the
Shinoa.
left.
Wait, no, not
He-
Shinoa.
No!
What's... No, Shanoa from Castlevania versus Miriam from Bloodstained. I really loved Bloodstained. I'd be down to see Miriam on the show.
Yeah, I remember
and
playing
from
Bloodstained
what I'm
and
aware,
liking
this is
it.
her best. Okay, bump it up to A, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Don't know anything about this, but sure, you guys can cook.
Oh, Shinichi versus Sweet Home Protagonist.
Hyuncha. I
Yeah,
like this.
this should go. This should go.
Here.
Yeah, I'm giving this A. Pretty easily.
I think Tenshinichi's fine, but I think this is better. Oh, I see Pete coming up. I see it coming. I see it.
There's like 5 peak matchups here.
Alright, Shinji versus who?
Suletta Mercury from Mobile Suit Gundam, the witch from Mercury.
No opinion on this. I
Yeah,
think
same with me.
Shinji does have some better ideas.
Thoughts on Aizen versus
That's-
Sephiroth?
that's
That's my
my-
favorite for a run back for both. I like Aizen versus Sephiroth.
Yeah,
I'd be
Aizen
down to see it.
Sephiroth's cool.
Yeah, I'd be down to see it as a run back
Shiryu
option.
versus Noctis.
Not against it, but at the same time, not fully certain. I think mid for me.
And then Shiro versus who?
I think there's a protagonist from
Uh,
Certain Magical Index that isn't me,
yeah,
Beastica.
Yeah, Toma Kamijo from a certain magical index.
No opinion.
Yeah, I think this goes in this tier for the same reason something else did.
I've heard good things about it.
To be fair, if it's a Shiro matchup, I'm not likely not gonna know it because he has way too fucking many matchups.
2012 Shredder versus 203 or 2003 Deathstroke.
Fucking.
I say A
worthless.
tier. I say A tier. I like it.
Yeah, I think this is better than doing 2003 Shredder versus that person of Deathstroke.
I'd be fine with either. I liked 2003 Shredder versus 2000, or just 2000's Slade. Link versus Avatar 1? What?
This is specifically hold on. Skyward Sword Link versus Avatar 1.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know Avatar 1, honestly.
I don't get it. I don't.
Yeah, I think we're gonna put this in don't know for now.
No, like, I literally don't get it. Like, I don't know. E or probably E tier.
Ooh, EG, that's fucking harsh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't get it.
This match,
A tier.
I feel
A tier.
so bad for the fans.
tier.
Yeah, I feel so bad for
I
the
feel
fans of this
so bad
matchup.
for the guy pitching it. He did not deserve all the shit he got.
No, it's not even that. It's that, Devil Artemis himself said that he thinks there's better ideas for his cell. Like-
Who?
The actual Devil Artemis.
No, I mean, like, what
I
other
don't
ideas
know-
are there? There are literally
I
none.
don't. He didn't say any. I just know he said there's better. He said that there's better
The only
options.
other one I know exists. The only other one I literally know exists is him and Kermit versus Billy and Stu from Cameron the Person. That's like the only other DA cell matchup I've seen.
For Kermit the Frog for DA specifically, DA Kermit versus Smashmate
Versus
Sans
realistic Sans.
that would be the biggest thing
So
into
funny.
mankind.
It's so funny.
I love if
funny.
Undertale's realistic.
Well, I mean, is it Peak Lads or is it Peak Lads?
It is Pink Lad.
I fucking love Undertale if it was realistic so
Oh my god,
much.
I do too. It is so awesome.
So funny in that.
I will-
Yo, we'll be cushion enhanced trick. Never gets old. Oh, I'm just kidding. I shot myself.
Absolute lump.
Also, I gave this idea to Tyson the Skeleton for his trailer, but this is one of the funniest interaction ideas ever with some of their famous lines. With great power comes great big booty bitches. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, mate, but I don't give a shit.
Oh my god. Okay, Plants versus
Oh my
Monkeys.
god.
A tier by default.
Solar
Actually,
Flare,
this is specifically one sec.
it's Solar Flare, I know. Versus Gwendolyn.
Oh, it's specific.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
it's
that
Solar
makes
Flare
it down.
versus Medellin.
This can go in B. This
B.
can go in B.
Thoughts on Genderless Child versus Sonic for Hire?
Oh, that sounds funny.
Honestly, this might be just me being, like, fucking stupid and loving Smash Bits too much, but Genderless Child versus Sarcastic Asshole. Way too funny.
Who?
That Sarcastic Asshole is the Jesse they picked in the Minecraft story mode.
Guys, I would like to let you know. Joke, are you still here?
My magnum opus. My magnum opus. I'm writing magnum opus.
I am bowing, 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 bowing, and praise to the Lord and Savior.
Never
got his
have I been more proud of writing a versus episode than this. And that goes for saying, because this is the only versus episode I've ever written. Go watch Sonic.exe versus Red from Debate Club. I wrote for it, and I am so fucking proud of how it turned out.
Yeah,
Go
I would watch
it.
that episode. It is.
But yeah, this matchup goes so fucking hard. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love it so much.
Although nowadays I do think EXE wins.
I'm more on the side of Red.
Never got the appeal of this matchup.
But yeah, we can at least both agree this matchup goes so hard.
I don't get the appeal to this one.
Full Moon can go in B tier. I think it's neat.
In that,
I don't really care for it.
yeah, in that case,
Because
he's
it's not Mato, I'm joking. Because it's not Mato, I'm joking.
Yeah, you're no.
Okay, I will admit,
Space Invaders Galga.
this is gonna be
This is so stupid.
This is
In the best way possible.
This is another case to me of like Mordecai and Rigby versus Ben and Jake. I'd care for it a lot more if I cared for Space Invaders or Galaga.
I'm like Space Invaders or Space Invaders versus Galga and Galga much, but I just think the idea is so stupid. It's funny.
Yeah, fair.
A tier.
I think it would be an interesting DBX.
It'd be funny. I want them to make a Critters reference where it's just like they have bigger weapons. So one of them dies and they just go fuck and they just run off.
That'd be sick. Real quick.
Spark versus Lilac. I think this is cool.
I don't know the characters, so I'll
Say
take
A
your
tier,
word for
maybe.
it. Go to
I like
A
this.
tier. Okay, I'll go A tier.
I like it.
Because it's really hard. Watch the pitch if you haven't. To be fair, Storms, you and me, we both haven't watched any of the pitches.
Which pitch are they talking about? Let me see.
Space Invaders versus Galaga.
Oh yeah, I've watched that pitch. Loved it.
Yeah, from what I said, all the pitches.
Speaking of peak.
Oh yeah, this is going in ass. This is going in ass. Whoa.
It's me.
Artist
I had to do that once because monkey matchup.
monkey.
Monkey matchup.
Return to monkey.
Okay.
Return to monkey.
Okay. I really don't want to do this, but this is going
Project
in.
Humanity. Return to monkey.
This is
Quoted
going
by
in.
Flipty Swift.
This has to go in C. Frost hates this
This has to
matchup.
go in
I love
C.
this
I
matchup.
fucking hate this matchup.
I fucking love it. Solely
But you wanna
because
know
Squirrel
what we
Ghost
can
matchup
agree
spread
on,
sucks.
But we know we can agree on though.
Hi.
Oh, my glorious king!
Oh, my glorious king!
My glorious king!
The glorious goat!
The goat!
My boy!
You know that fucking perk, you know the one I'm talking about? That, you know, the one that's like, that's what I'm talking about. You know the
That's
one.
why you're the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Also, speaking of goats, Flippy Switch also cooked with Spectre and Mojo Jojo. They're both goats.
Oh my god. Forza Milo versus
Return
Death.
to monkey.
I think it's fine enough. I remember talking about it before, and I don't think Milo can avoid Death for that long.
But yeah, Squirrel Girl Pepsi Man, I hate it, but Paul or Glorious King, you did something great in this community.
Oh my god, I can see I can see the end.
The end is
we're
near!
almost done. That's literally the last
we can't
matchup.
get through all these matchups. I can't get through all these matchups before work.
Woo!
Don't worry, we're gonna speed blitz.
Yeah, alright. Star versus Sally.
No.
Sally.
We got 2 hours. We got about 2 hours left.
Yeah.
Alright,
But,
Star
yeah.
versus Sally.
Star, Sally, it's cool, B tier.
Got it. Don't really mind it.
Ooh, Steve Ferrarian S tier.
Yeah, no debate.
We're not making any of those jokes either, so don't you even dare.
Cube. Why
No,
won't
we're
you
not
make the...
referencing it. We're not referencing it in this video, so don't even try.
Nah, because you see, Frost, as a child I yearned for the mines. I am so
And then
autistic.
I'm going to send you into the mine.
I am so
Chicken jockey.
I am so autistic.
Where's my bleach? Alright, anyways, yeah, don't know these two.
I know Alloy from Horizon.
I know that's Alloy. I think this is the guy that got pit against Goblin Slayer earlier.
Styx from of Orcs and Men.
Yeah, I just said the guy who got pitted against Goblin Slayer earlier.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh
Okay,
god, we have to get to another one I feel really bad for.
Oh yeah, I think the theme.
I've seen this guy talk about how much he got harassed for this, and I feel so fucking bad for them. And it makes it more guilty when I say I fucking hate this matchup so much.
I'm gonna put it
I'm
in this
sorry,
tier.
this is going like E or D tier.
I'm gonna put it in
God.
D tier because of the harassment.
I'll
That's
put it in D.
fucking. Yeah,
I don't like it, but I feel so bad for the pitcher.
Yeah, that's probably
I
why I'm
don't
putting
know
in
who the
D.
I don't know who the pitcher is, but I hope they're doing well.
I
also,
think.
also, I still prefer Superman Optimus, but I want to apologize for that pitcher because I'm so sorry Super Optimus fans had to go after you like that.
That was Super Optimus Prime? Oh my god.
Apparently it wasn't just Super Optimus fans. I think it was more, unless I'm misremembering.
Oh, sweet Neptune. Yeah, from what I know though, the themes for this are just really basic. Like
It's
symbols
just
of
the
hope.
sun.
That too.
The sun, like the connection with just Superman Celestial is literally just the sun. Tahu versus I think this guy's from Hero Maker
William Furno from Hero Factory.
I
or
mean,
Hero Factory. Thank you.
it's Lego versus Lego, but I don't think Hero Factory's Bionicle.
Yeah, Hero Factory and Bionicle are different from what I know.
Yeah, I think I'll take it then.
It's cool.
Also, Bionicle is cool.
Uh,
versus EXE, right? EXE, I think?
uh,
Yeah, this is
Mega Man EXE.
actually that isn't Tai. That's Takato Matsuda and Guilmon versus Lan Hikari and Mega Man.exe.
I
Is
get
that-
what this is going for. I think it's B tier. I think it's fine. I'd rather just do EXE versus Kamen Rider Xaid.
I think it would be cool to have everybody from the Mega Man Battle Royale except for Classic come back.
I know. I just think again, I brought Xaid just as or not Xaid. EXE is a better idea in Xaid. Tarzan versus George of the Jungle.
Where would this go?
B tier. That sounds funny.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? B tier is fucking stacked.
True.
We could look at B tier again and discuss what matchups we could bump up to A tier or bump down.
Thoughts on
what's next?
Chucky versus Slappy. Biggest dynamic issue of my entire fucking life.
I think it's neat. That's about it.
I think the core
what's
theme
next?
works, but the dynamic around it doesn't, honestly.
Okay. Okay. Moving on. Team Possible versus Team Totally Spies. I'm thinking maybe B tier.
I was gonna say
That's cool.
Yeah, I think I'll
It's
go
cool.
with B.
I have nostalgia for Totally Spies as like a fucking 7-year-old. Watching it while I was 7, and I know my sister was hooked on it as well, so sure, she'd like this. The Beast versus the Monster, I think?
Yep, Mr. Beast versus Eric from the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, the Phantom of the Opera. I thought this was the Monster from Frankenstein. Also,
Yeah,
did you just say Mr. Beast?
Yes.
Of course you did.
Cause funny.
Anyways, I guess C tier.
Yeah, I don't really
I
care for this
think
one.
Galactic Attorney's the one pitching this. Yeah, I think Galactic Attorney's the one pitching this. I just don't have that much stakes in it. The matchup, not his pitch. I think he's gonna cook. I'm just not hooked on the matchup. Anyways, this can go in A tier.
The Eds versus the Boondocks.
You mean the Animania?
Whatever they are.
Why'd you
The
call them
Eds
the
versus-
Boondocks? This is totally
The
different
Eds versus
show.
the Warners.
I couldn't tell what they were.
I like both. Yeah, I like for the Eds. I like both this and Ed's World. I'd be fine with either, but I like this.
What is this?
Who?
Yeah, I don't know these. Storms.
Oh, sorry, what? Oh, fuck, sorry. The Tenno from Warframe versus the Guardian from Destiny.
I think. No, wait, that's something different. No opinion.
Yeah, same with me.
Cosmic Armor Superman versus I think this guy's from Elder Scrolls.
The Thought Robot versus Numidium from the Elder Scrolls.
All right. Well, it's Cosmic Armor Superman. People just call him the Thought Robot. Not much knowledge on this idea.
Alright.
It's funny.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck
Funny.
it. It goes in here.
It can go in the shitpost here. It's funny. Tifa Makoto, this can go in A tier.
Yeah, this is fine. Put it in.
It's pretty
awesome.
cool. I vibe.
Yeah, I'll put it in A tier. I think I'll say. Yeah, it is.
Toru 096. I warmed up to this. This can go in like C tier. What do you think?
I'll go with C. Even though I do think it's better with just one review rather than Toru.
Okay, this is my
Travis
preferred
Jack.
Travis.
B tier.
I'd say A.
Well, we have our compromise then.
Yeah, we got the compromise.
Look, I like it thematically. It's just holy shit. This is way too. The scale of this is way too drastically different.
Toru versus Shy Guy, which I think is 096, has to be the top. It's practically the mascot of DB pitches.
It is. It pretty much is. For the good, not the bad.
Yeah.
Ultraman versus this can go in D. I know
D?
a guy who has this as their most wanted, and more respect to you. I just don't really get it.
I don't care if
Also,
it's
this
stomp.
is way too much of a stomp from what I've seen.
I don't care if it's a stomp. Travis versus Jack is peak. Agreed. I love Travis versus Jack.
Wait, I kept thinking you hated it unless I'm getting it mixed up.
I never hated Travis versus Jack.
I think Travis Jack is good thematically. Again, the scale is way too drastic for it to work in my opinion. Since Jack dies so bad. The Universal Monsters Battle Royale, or just Universal Dark Battle Royale.
Yeah, Universal Monsters Battle Royale.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's B tier.
It's B tier, it's cool.
And sorry,
And
we
hey,
only
hey, Evan,
we
Evan, what's
only
this matchup's
speak
name?
Neon
What's this
White.
matchup's name, Evan?
Fuzzy.
What's this matchup's name, Evan?
Fuzzy.
Uzi versus V1.
Wrong, Storms. What's this matchup's name?
Its
V1
name is
versus
Mud.
Neon White.
His name is Mud. Get it right,
Okay,
Storms.
Right,
This matchup's name is Mud.
right. Okay.
God, this is... I fucking hate this so bad.
I am surprised it still has a fan base in 2025. The big 2-5.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's held up.
Didn't Murder Drones start this year though?
No, Murder Drones ended last year.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't watch Glitch
Yeah,
Productions.
it was the Gaslight It's the Gaslight District that started this year.
Yeah.
Like,
Bulls on.
I'm
Bulls on-
sorry, both these characters as like way better. Uzi again. Blitz was a big guilty pleasure, but there's also Raymond and Scud the disposable assassin. Those three ideas are way better, and well, again, V1 is Neon White. We all want that to happen.
Yeah. Bulls on Shinji versus Tetsuo? I'm not
I like
against
it. It's cool.
Um.
Ooh, speaking of goated,
Uh.
I love this.
I have a
I
friend whose
fucking
killer main
love
in Dead by
this.
Daylight is Vecna.
I
And
love this
I
so
just
much.
have to
Put this
say,
in A tier.
we've had
Put this
Dr.
in
Doom
A
on-
tier.
we've had Dr. Doom on the show twice now, but neither of them showed how fucking buck wild he can get. Like, in Marvel Rivals, he's canonically the reason why the multiverse is falling apart, and honestly, I'd love to see something like that from him in a death battle animation, and I don't know much about Vecna from Dungeons & Dragons, but is he similar in scale?
He is.
Okay.
He is. I mean, this matchup exists for a reason.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, sign me the fuck up. Put this in A tier, Evan. This is so fucking cool. Also, guess what, Storms?
Yeah.
This is actually debatable.
Oh, yes.
So, Evan, get out of B tier, go to A tier. This
Ross,
matchup
I don't care for
slaps.
D&D. I don't care for D&D whatsoever. I don't care for this matchup.
Evan, you're outnumbered.
God damn it!
Put this in the
Listen,
base
if you
tier.
can put Moon versus Monica in E tier, you can put Vecna versus Doom in A.
Fuck you.
You know, just let the team, like Evan, just let the team talk about how Doom was so petty that he gave his kingdom Wi-Fi just to make the password Richard sucks.
Fair.
I'm not joking. I have
This
the
is
original
fun.
panel.
This list is buns, yeah, I agree.
Doom is so
I like my
fucking
buns.
petty.
It's buns
Also,
because I have
another
buns.
thing I learned about fun fact. Did you know that it's canonically illegal to kill Doctor Doom?
Oh, wow.
I'm not even
That
joking.
explains
Killing
why
Dr.
he's
Doom
never
Killing
lost.
Doctor Doom basically means you just start war. So I can't wait. If Vecna wins, all of a sudden, finally that guy's out of my way. Your Majesty, we have a problem. What is it? Why is Latvian police outside of my house?
Alright, Fee versus Raphael.
V versus Raphael, yeah, I don't give a shit about this. D tier.
Yeah. Remember when Gilgamesh versus Doom
I
used to
look,
be Doom's best
look,
matchup?
another shit post.
I'm gonna give you an even more. I'm gonna give you an even bigger boomer take. I remember when Vader was Doom's best matchup.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But yeah, but there it is, shit post incarnate.
Whom
Uh,
are
that's-
these people?
The
Wait, that was
other
like,
Skitter matchup. Who is this?
yeah, that was like the worm card from earlier.
Hold on. Vin Venture from Mistborn versus Skitter from.
Oh yeah,
Worm.
no, I know Skitter. We just needed to know who she was fighting.
Yeah, Vin.
I don't know who that is.
No, I don't know. Luffy versus Vice. I think
I
this
like
is cool.
Okay, I do prefer this to Naruto versus Luffy. I will admit.
Yeah.
What's next?
For some Luffy versus Ryoko. Oh, shoot.
I think you mean Ryuko.
Yeah, Ryuko. Luffy versus Ryuko. Don't get
Luffy
it.
versus Ryuko?
Yeah, no.
Luffy.
No, that idea is so fucking bad.
Yeah, that matchup is not good.
I was also seeing some weird shit spawn from it.
Alright, who are these characters?
Evan, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think I know.
Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy versus the Guardian from Destiny.
Destiny
there,
matchup.
There it is. I couldn't find it on the tier list.
Don't care for Destiny.
Yeah, I don't know much about this anyways.
Wait,
This
Mr.
is
Incredible
Wild
fighting?
Tiger versus Mr. Incredible, I think.
Yeah, it's Mr. Incredible. Put it.
I don't know who Wild Tiger is.
Yeah, I think in that case. Sorry about Tiger. Ooh,
Sorry, I grew up in the Incredibles. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, this idea is base.
yeah.
Tier.
Yeah, A tier. I like Wolverine versus Bigby.
This would be my ideal idea for a
Does
Wolverine
Wolverine
run
have
back.
something? Does Wolverine have something he didn't have in versus Raiden?
He likely has something new now, given the years gap.
Probably, yeah.
Alright.
If Miles can get a vibranium suit in like 4 years after his
But at the
episode
same
came
time,
out,
good fucking luck topping Wolverine versus Raiden. Like seriously.
True.
All right,
Uh,
Yukari versus Altair.
Not my preferred for Altair, that's Ultron, but
I kind of get it.
yeah, I don't get it.
I kind of get it, but
I'll put it.
I guess.
Yeah, mid.
Ooh.
I am not hearing any of you out.
Wait, hold on. Evan, I gotta make this joke once.
Well,
Racism the matchup.
fair enough. Alright, continuing.
Sangui
Sangui?
versus
King from
King?
Tekken.
Just doing Incineroar instead.
Yeah, that's fucking lame. Like, even if you wanted
Sounds
to,
mid.
if you want, I mean, I've seen
If
like.
you want to do
other-
King, literally just do Incineroor.
And if you want to make King fight a fighting game character, I guess just do Tizok.
But yeah, you could do. I've heard Zangief versus Tizok, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Who's
Honestly,
this?
I'd be okay with Izok just because King of Fighters desperately needs a good episode.
I want Darby versus Yori, personally.
I mean, Geeks versus Howard wasn't bad.
Yeah,
It was decent. Kind of boring looking back.
King's matchup spread ain't that bad, to be fair.
All right,
Yeah,
and
says something.
who's Zangief fighting here?
Wolf Hawkfield from Virtua Fighter.
Don't know Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, I don't know Virtua Fighter.
Another Gundam idea we don't know about.
Okay. Camille Bidon piloting the Zeta Gundam versus Hikaru Ichijo piloting VF-1S Strike Valkyrie from Macross. I've never heard of
We've never
these
heard of that.
guys.
Macross.
I just know the guy on the right looks like Amuro,
Yeah.
who I only know because he was in Death Battle.
Put this in S.
Yes,
Put
okay.
this in S.
Yeah, I don't
This
think
is
I'm.
so cool. I
Yeah.
love this.
I know for a fact I'm not gonna win a battle if I try to say A or B.
All right. And there's the Ziskar idea. Vlad Plasmius.
Yeah, this is the
I
better
prefer
idea
it
for.
Ziskar. I think it's cool. I'd say B tier maybe.
I prefer this for Ghost Break over Sukuna.
I've seen Vlad versus Green Goblin thrown around.
Oh my days. Which will.
I am curious to hear about the connection Ziskar has with Sukuna.
It's basically evil Eldritch entity or evil Eldritch spiritual entities with their DNA spread throughout the world, going in the body and DNA of a 10-year-old boy, acting as an inner demon of them until
What?
They would end up being released by said 10-year-old boy to wreak havoc on the world, which has them try and stop them for good. They also have armies of spiritual minions like them, and yeah, and they also have the ability to possess others with. Should I say who Sukuna possesses later on in the manga?
No.
I'd rate it now.
I think we just need to know that all we really need right now is the fact that they both possess someone else later on.
Yeah. Well, if Ghost Freak gets Gwen, I'm not gonna say who it is for Sukuna. But yeah, Vlad's Ziscar's cool, I suppose.
Alright, okay.
And then
Okay, well,
finally,
I remember Ghost Freak tried possessing Gwen at one point, but ultimately.
oh no, he did. He straight up did.
Yeah, but
Rose
I do
threatened
happen to know that
Rose
the
threatened to
possession
throw
was
her
then
off a cliff.
relinquished.
Oh, real quick, is
Bro-
this Iris?
To throw a goddamn 10-year-old off a cliff in her own body. What the fuck?
Wow, is this Destroyer or Iris?
That's
This is
Destroya.
Destroya.
In that case, so the last one is not Destroyer versus Iris. It's Destroyer versus Zygarde.
It's Destroya versus Zygarde. This is kind of mid.
Yeah, don't.
This can go in.
I'm not really. Zygarde, please get better matchups with CA coming out.
Okay.
And that's it.
Let's.
That's the tier.
Give me a sec.
Well, hold on, do we
Finished
wanna make
1
any last
hour
minute,
before I thought we were
adjustments?
going to. Wait, were we gonna look at the B tier again?
Fine. I mean, how big is it? Oh god, it's actually kind of big.
Okay.
I'd move Ash Frank up tier. I would say Luna Darkrai, but I know you hate it, so I can't do much.
Yeah, we can't do much about Luna Darkrai.
I already said it earlier. I'd want to move Space Invaders Galaga up a tier.
Aku versus Lich must be put out. Where's Aku versus Lich out?
We put it in A tier.
That's an A tier.
That's an A tier, buddy.
That's an A tier. There's no B tiers here.
There's not that many ideas I'd want to move up.
I do want to move up Liza P. Pinocchio
think
versus. I do want to move this up.
Again, I just don't know much about the matchup.
I mean, neither do I. So it's all you.
Got it.
If you want to move it up, you can.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know what I said.
again, I said I want to see if we can maybe move Galaga Space Invaders up a tier.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
There's not much else I'd want to move up.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I
think
think
we're
we're
good,
Gucci
yeah.
here.
Solid
Alright.
list overall.
Yeah, let me go on the,
Yeah.
let me go on this again. Wow.
There it is.
What a tier list.
Yeah.
This will be posted on a few social medias.
Nice. Send it in the server so we can show it off.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll post it in general, I think.
Nice.
Alright.
That
Alright.
is our ranking for every pitch matchup.
How long did that take us? It took us
Yeah.
3 hours. Not gonna lie, that took a lot. That took a lot less time than I expected it to.
Yeah, same. I was expecting to just be in a mad dash to get to work after this.
I expected to
you
be
got
here
an
until
hour.
like the. Is that all the pictures? Was there more? This is all the ones we know of, but
This is all that we know about currently.
apparently
If Ann
there's-
versus Lewis is up here, there'd be more.
yeah,
Yeah.
there might be more in the future, but yeah. Until then, this is all the known ones.
So then, this is it.
Yep, this is it for now. Nothing much more to do.
If this ever gets a massive upgrade, maybe we could do a part 2.
Yeah, if this ever gets an
I
upgrade,
don't
we'll
think-
do part 2. Let me just pull my music.
There it is.
There's
Yep.
the tier list.
There's the
God,
tier.
There's the shows we worked so hard on.
That's all the pitches for right now, David. But there could potentially be more later on.
Yeah, we mentioned
but-
it earlier. There could be more we don't know about.
Yeah.
Again, if Ann loses, anything to go off of.
Can't imagine it would be that much more.
Maybe, I guess maybe not really stream for it is necessary, but maybe one day we just go into VC and rank them.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe do a short video of it.
Maybe a
if
short
anything
video,
else.
sure.
Yeah, I think a shorter video would do better than a full-on live stream.
Yeah, a live stream was necessary for this.
But this
Yeah.
length.
But yes, pretty great list we've assembled.
Yeah, I like what we did. I like what we did.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
yeah, there was
honestly a
we were
lot
right.
more
There were-
matchups placed
we were
above
right on
mid
the
than I
placement.
thought. I'm
we were
gonna
right
be
on the
so
maximum
rude
amount of the bottom tier. There were in fact 3 matchups named Mud.
here.
If only there was a 4th one.
Give that a few. Give it a bit. We'll find a 4th one.
We'll find a 4th one day.
I mean, we already have Derby. Honestly, I think my least favorite matchup of the 3 mud tiers is Derby versus Winter. I really fucking hate that matchup.
For me, it's probably EXE Kara. At least Uzi V1 tries.
I think it's Kara EXD for me as well.
I mean, fair. I just.
While we're at
really-
it, let's pick our favorite from the top tier.
Oh, favorite from top tier, sure. Ooh, these are some good choices.
And then what's it for you?
Alright, let me look through it. I think it's going to be. For me, I'm gonna go with Samasu versus Gore.
Racism.
Honestly, I don't care about the body pillow. I think Homura Kurumi is up there for me personally, but honestly, I also really like Ragna versus Velvet, so probably that actually.
Both of those matchups are good.
For
choices.
me,
It's
for
a
me,
toss-up
it's
between the two,
probably
actually.
well, I won't say probably. I already know what it is. It's Finn J versus Mordecai Rigby.
I was gonna guess Seto Kaiba versus Gem.
Oh no, I just had the gush about that since I haven't really had the chance to talk about it with you recently.
Fair. Alright, so I think now because that's over, we can end it there for today.
Oh, you already saved it.
Yeah, I already saved. We're gonna do one last short recap, but then we'll end the stream there. Oh wait.
All right,
before-
start from the
be-
bottom then.
All right.
Start
real
from the
quick-
bottom.
Yeah,
aside from the don't know tier.
Yeah, alright. Before we do though, thoughts on Chasing Boys versus Sadako? It's fine. I prefer Sadako versus Slenderman. No, we don't know.
Yeah, man. Begin. Yo, what's up? I'm Eminem.
Yeah, we don't know.
Have you
these
ever seen that
matchups.
video, Eminem versus Slenderman?
Nah.
Bro, how have you not seen? Hold on, I gotta send it to you after. But
Alright.
to recap, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mud. We have Terra versus Sonic.exe, Dobby versus Winter, Uzi versus V1. In the post doobie shittin', we have Sans versus Springtrap, Thomas versus Barney, and Villain Descending Sword versus I forgot your name.
Yeah, there's way too many of these. I could go through these because they were
He's
in the
fighting a
same
guy
order as the
named
Google
Villain
Doc.
Descending Sword. That's his. Find someone named Villain Descending Sword.
Villain Descending Sword. Just hold on. Find Descending Sword. You said.
Yeah. Villain Descending Sword.
I'm not. It's not coming up in.
Hold on, let me find the
Oh, boy.
Sugverse pitch 2. I know they bring it up. Here it is. There it is. Let me scroll down to Sugsverse. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's somewhere around here. There it is.
What is that
Yogiri Takato from Instant Death. In Dies of Cringe, we have Asriel versus Orsteed, Freddy Krueger versus Princess Luna, Freerun versus Tatsumaki, Ice Bear versus Tigress, Iggy versus Marshall, and Medaka versus Garo. In What the Fuck No, we have Bowser versus Queen Chrysalis, Fleetway Eggman versus Griffith, Emily from the Corpse Bride versus Trophy Fantasy, Herbert West versus Edward Richtofen, The Hulk versus Azura, Marcy Wu versus 2003 Donatello, Sailor Moon versus Madoka to Storm's dismay, Sephiroth versus Kefka, and Skyward Sword Link versus Avatar Juan. And so bad it makes me tilt the towers. Aladdin versus Toomey Turner, Bayonetta versus I forgot her name.
Bishamon.
Thank you. Clive versus Aaron, Erdrick versus Dragonborn, Goku versus Moon, Homura versus Eno, Jet versus Oxide, Kyrie versus Sakura, Kevin McAllister versus Paul Blart, Kamen Rider Build versus Composite Spider-Man.
Wait, is it composite? I don't think. Is it composite?
It's compositing all the Herald shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spider-Man dies
some
horribly.
Herald shit and it's fucking crazy. Link versus Adol. Adol, thank you. Fuck, I forgot her name already.
I don't know these characters.
It's her versus Enid.
Okay, the Find tool does not want to work with Google Doc for some reason.
Yeah, really, we used to Find tool, but there's. I know one of the cards from OKKO.
Robot chick, I forgot the name of versus Enid. Naruto versus Luffy, Composite Pikachu versus Composite Jack Frost, Superman versus Princess Celestia, and Vi versus Raphael, or V, or whatever.
V.
I think it's Vi. Or
okay.
Maybe it is V.
In mid, Buffy versus Dean, Bunnicula versus Irma, Cadence versus Shovel Knight, Cortex versus Spectre, Beatherine versus Mandrak, Fleetway Sonic versus Kassen, Gintoki versus I forgot your name.
Yato.
Thank you. The Death Battle Royale, I forgot your name versus Kirito.
The Grim Reaper Battle Royale.
No, I said I forgot your name versus Kirito.
Oh no, I meant like the last one you said.
I called it the Death Battle Royale.
What is your name? Why can't?
It's one of the Kirito matchups.
Hanbin Ryu.
Thank you. Hoppin Ryu versus Kirito. Hannibal Lecter versus Johann Leibert. Homura versus Dave. Ildan versus Rikyu. Jibanyan versus Morgana. Joe versus Hiru. Jolene versus Spider Woman, Katara versus Noelle, Kisuke versus Stein, Luigi versus Pac-Man, to my dismay, Luigi versus Shaggy, Obi-Wan
did you
versus
say
Gandalf.
did you say Katara versus Noelle?
Yeah.
You meant it's Katara versus Juvia.
Juvia, thank you. I
Oh
got
my
her mixed up
fucking-
with the chick from Black Clover.
God.
Obi-Wan versus Gandalf, Papyrus versus Gonzo, Pathfinder versus Bastion, Reptile versus
Play
Riptor,
of the
Sephiroth
game.
versus Sentry, Shiro versus Noctis, Sora versus Sailor Moon, Squirrel Girl versus Pepsi Man, to Evan's dismay, but I'll have one pick to our dismay. The Beast versus the Phantom or Eric, Toro versus 096, Yukari versus Altair, Zangief versus King, and Zygarde versus Destoroyah. In B tier, oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god, here we go. Adam Smasher versus Frank Morgan, Ainz versus Sid, ABGN versus Nostalgia Critic, The Bad Batch versus the Noble Six crew, Banjo Kazooie versus Yuka and Laylee, The Bride versus Blue Eyes Samurai, I forgot her name, Boa versus Medusa, Clive versus Tails guy, I forgot the name of,
Sorry. I wasn't.
Club Penguin versus, fuck, I forgot your name.
Garfield.
No,
Also
I can
looking
go back.
ass.
I can go back. Hold up. Hold on. Also, the Tails guy you forgot the name of is Alphen.
Thank you.
Also, that's not Garfield. That's Mundo Gaturo.
I know it's
I
not
know, we were
Garfield.
saying Garfield looking ass. Club
Yeah.
Penguin versus Mundo Gaturo, Darkrai versus Princess Luna, to my dismay again.
Ha.
Emperor Palpatine versus Makuta. Gargoyle's chick I forgot the name of versus Mystique. Dobby versus Golem. Eltnum versus Oleander. Archer versus Xenoblade character I forgot the name of.
Console N.
Thank you. Forgot your name versus Dovilicus. Dovilicus? I forgot how to pronounce your name.
Look at me reboot.
I want to bleach my eyes versus Tidal Wave. Evelyn versus Mark. Ezio versus the Prince. Flash Gordon versus Bucky. I forgot your last name. Ganondorf versus Sauron. Gohan versus Pegasus Koga. Goro versus Yuri. I guess Simone versus Ryoma, technically. Since that's a more accurate name I've seen, since, well, that's what people call the matchup. Hibiki versus Yuki. Ice King versus Hater. Fuck. I was gonna say Sophie for a second.
God damn it, bro.
Yoshimaru versus... Not Yoshimaru. Fuck, what was her last name again?
Kasumi versus Hibiki.
Thank you. Kenpachi versus Azriel. Honkai Chick versus Noelle. Mary Sue versus Skitter. Lord X versus Airsands. Lucina versus...
Estelle.
Fuck, I forgot your name.
Estelle.
Esdale, thank you. Lucy versus Lear. Lucy versus Yuna. Flint versus Finn, to my dismay for a third time. Luz versus Akko. MacGyver versus the A-Team. Chief versus Shepard. Mewtwo versus Blackboard Greymon. Mephiles versus Girahim. The Mother versus the Witch. Neptune versus Laharl. Ness versus Frisk, to Evan's dismay again. Lapis versus Percy. Crow versus Yida. Quote versus Reg. Raphael versus Shang Tsung. The Reds and Blues versus the TF2 Mercs. Rexy versus Bruce. Rin versus I forgot your name. Roxas versus Starkiller. Mercury versus Techna.
Yep.
Soulflare versus Gwendolyn. Star versus Sally. Tahu versus Buck, I forgot your name. dude from Hero Factory, Hero Factory. Let's just call it Ty versus EXE to make things
Even though it's
easier.
not Ty.
Or
Yeah.
fuck, I forgot your name then.
All right. Then it's
It
Tarzan versus.
It's Takato.
Yeah, Takata.
Takata versus EXE, thank you. Tarzan versus George. Team Possible versus Team Spies. Ultraman versus Shinji. The Universal Dark Battle Royale. Vice versus Luffy. And Sasuke versus Vlad. In A tier, you're covering most of it. Aku Lich, Bakugo Raphael, Beat Red, Blaze Revit. Both marvelous matchups. Bark Zap. Cell versus Diaboromon, the Condiment King versus Toilinator, Deadpool versus Postal Guy, Mandalorian versus
Midas
Courier
May.
6, Father versus Bellows, Lowry versus the Princess, Ghostface versus the Fisherman, Akechi versus Oberon, Griffin versus Rio, Guts versus Claire, Howard versus Detective Chimp, Ike versus Siegfried, Lizard Man versus Reptile, Moro versus Tyrek, Nemesis versus Magician, Room versus Amori, Pepino versus Anton, and Maya and Phoenix versus Makoto and Kyoko, Chomper versus Piranha Plant, Pit versus Zagreus, Puss versus Mau
Still
Mau.
Midas May.
Yeah, that. Q versus Collector, Quantumsaurus versus Grimlock, Rachel versus Ramilia, Raymundo versus Yang, the good Yang. Moving on before I get killed, Son versus Moro, or Son and Moro versus Spear and Fang, Scott versus Iota, Scott versus Travis, Evan May. For a third time.
We've had three for each of us.
Shit, I forgot you two. Shanoa versus
Miriam.
Miriam, thank you. Shinichi versus Hyun. Slade versus Shredder. SMG Force versus DA Cell. Sparks versus Lilac. The Eds versus the Animaniacs. Tiba versus Makoto. Travis versus Jack. Vecna versus Doom. The Evans dismay for a fourth time. Wolverine versus Bigby, Ash versus Frank, Pinocchio versus Alice, and Space Invaders versus Galaga. And finally, the peakest of the peak, Azrael versus Moon Knight, Mayday and Zook versus China 08, Crash versus DK, Dunban versus Biken, Thin and Jake versus Mordecai and Rigby, Garland versus Orsted, Hank versus Bob, Homura versus Sakemi, Jesse versus Emmett, Loki versus Kefka, Ragnar versus Velvet, I forgot your name versus Byleth.
Rain,
thank you. Sackboy versus Maxwell. Second Coming versus Henry. Gem versus Kaiba. EXE versus Red. Spectre versus Mojo Jojo. Steve versus the Terrarian. Racism. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me refrain. Crafting Table versus Terrarian. Racism and Zim versus Crypto.
But most importantly, who is Mark and why does everyone want to water them?
Exactly. Why does everyone want to water them?
Exactly.
What
Okay.
does Mark even do?
All right. So, it'll likely be a few hours before I get the tier list out on my social medias. But for now, I think that's gonna be the end of the stream. Personally.
All right. Thank you all for attending. This was fun. If you want to see us do something like this again, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, I'd be down to do another stream like this. Ranking death.
Maybe I can make you rank every single episode of Debate Club.
What matchup do you think is the most likely to happen? There's a lot of matchups here that could happen, to be fair.
There's a lot that are likely. Gun to my head, most likely.
I'd probably.
I guess.
I'd go with Finn and Jay, Mordecai and Rigby personally.
I'm gonna say Finn and Jay versus Mordecai and Rigby as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
It was on a ballot. It's bound to happen.
That and it was pretty properly even before the ballot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to leave earlier than you guys. Something.
Don't worry, we're about to end the stream.
Yeah, about to end the stream
well,
anyway.
I'm still gonna leave though. right, well, bye guys.
See you, Storms.
Bye. Thanks for attending.
Storm's a Shy Guy for me personally. Yeah, that also is pretty popular, but it's either going to be that or 682 if they bring on SCP first.
Should we end the stream?
Yeah, I'm about to end it soon. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming a Xbox 360 game, and I'm going to be streaming a lot this week. I have 2 streams on Wednesday, 1 on Twitch, 1 on YouTube, then a stream on Friday, then a stream on Saturday. That's a lot of streaming I have to do. But yeah.
You told us about what you were doing for the rest of the week.
Yeah, it's a busy week. But yeah, that's about it really. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.
Thank you all for attending. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching. And Evan, not me most likely, because I'm not going to be in this next stream. We'll see you next time.